Oh, here we go. Oh, we're so ready, Yeti. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we're in here. What's up, everybody? I'm Brockalock. This is Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime, episode 23. Tonight, the game of the evening continues to be Tormented Souls. This is part 3. This game is a throwback to Resident Evil, the early survival horror type games, and we've been very methodical, taking our time with this one because the combat isn't difficult, but it's you don't want to rush into anything. So I've been very slow because you can't hold a light and shoot. Well, now we got a light, baby, so we can just run and gun, and hopefully the pace will pick up so we push through to the end tonight. But who knows? The puzzles are hard. They take a genius, sometimes a multitude of geniuses, which is why I'm going to need the help of everyone who shows up tonight. And we will get through this. We'll get through it together to find out the story of Caroline and Anna and Emma and William and Maria and Bertram and all those involved. And it's going to be a good time. I've learned a few strategies for defeating enemies. Did you know I had a crowbar this whole time? So when you knock down an enemy with a shotty, you can save bullets by just going up and papping a couple times. And that'll take them out without using ammo while they're down. But I digress. Siphons, what's up? Welcome to the show. It's time to go. Let me get my chat squared away so I can see what everyone's saying in the vertical. And then we're doing it to it, Lars. Alright. That's that. Let's get back to this phenomenal game that I've been enjoying tremendously. There we go. There's chat. It says I have a chat rate of 1 in the vertical, but nothing is there. I'll take your word for it, YouTube. Let's get on with the show. It's going to be a doozy. Welcome in. Hope everyone is having a phenomenal night. Let's make it happen. Which save did we leave off on? I want to say it would be the one with the date and the time latest. I believe slot A is that slot. Okay, so where we left last time, we had just explored the final wing where we got a new key. And Caroline here. Let's see, what room am I in? Let's get my bearings. I should be right across from that hallway. West Wing, floor 2. Oh, it's Jacob again. There will be no panting, Jacob. However, there will be lots of fun. You know, Caroline, look, if you're thirsty, here's a tall drink of water for you. Look at her. There you go. There you go. Paying away, buddy. That's all I can offer you here at Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime. Is the thirst trap that is Caroline, the Cyclops Caroline. Okay, so we got our bearings. We're over here on the West Wing in room 2E. We got to go back in this corridor because now, as you can see on her person, right over her heart, she has a wonderful light that you can use to see in the dark. So now I don't have to carry a lighter, and I can protect myself at all times like a UFC fighter. And that's amazing. So let's get back into it. We're going to go across the hall. I'm going to try my new strategy with fighting things. So if you pull up the inventory, like so, you know, you can reload from here, which has always been known. We shoot them once, reload, so that way you're not getting assaulted. I did learn these aren't, you know, the reason there's no flux capacitor here. These are charges for this gun we're about to get. This is the ammo. These are capacitors. These count as ammo for this gun, this electric lance we're about to pick up. Didn't read the flavor text at the bottom, so that would explain my can be used with an electric lance. Okay, who cares? But now we know that's ammo. But basically what I'm going to be doing is knocking fools down, because we're going to get some harder enemies coming up here that take a few more shots. I won't say harder. They do the same thing. Walk at me, right? Like every other enemy. They just walk at me differently. But they hit harder and they take more bullets. So I'll be knocking them down with a shotty, then switching to this bad boy and trying to get a couple of these in. Then that'll take out some, and then you switch back. So that's going to be the gameplay from going forward. Don't have to be afraid because we don't have to carry the lighter. So the next wheelie boy that rolls up, he's gonna get his face smashed in by a And, you know, honestly, I'm not even holding the nail gun. I'm going straight shoddy from here on out. We've got 18 rounds. That's enough to kill 18 enemies. You hit them once, knock them down, and then just beat them to death. Sometimes twice. So there you go. And the electric lance is going to be there to bat clean up. We'll need the nail gun for the boss fight at the end. Yeah, I did some research. You know, I know. I also learned that you don't have to you can save ammo by not shooting those guys on the wall. You just go up and hit them with the crowbar. I've wasted 5 nails on like 4 of those dudes. So what I'm looking for now is that mirror to get back into the dark world. I think it's on the completely other side. It is. Yeah, it definitely is. This is the monkey room. Yep, there's the monkey room. We've done all this. We put the arm back on the father. Our father, who art in this room. His name's probably not hallowed, but he was here. Put the arm on. He gave us the light. Now we're going to go in here, take this mirror to the other world. Listen to some fine chanting. Let's go, Caroline. We got around to it by going not this way. That's where we'll come back out after getting the lance gun. The lance gun is in our world, not in the upside down. Yeah, this is it right here. So this guy, you'll recall, was on the wall here and I almost ran right into him. Okay, maybe not this way. It was another way. It was the other way. We gotta loop around. Alright, let's try our new strat with this guy. So we knock him down, pull this thing out. All the ammo that we wasted. Hey, Siphons, I agree. You know, and that's initially why I was just playing my games. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wing them. But, well, there it is. You see that? That guy used to waste, I don't know, 9 nails. This time I just papped him with the shotty. And then, just beat him till he died. Like, what a world, huh? You know how much ammo I would have if I had been following that strat from earlier in the game? But I digress. So let's press on. You know, if I can get through this in 1 more stream or like 1.5 streams, that would be ideal. Because then we could move on to something else. Not that streaming's a race, you know? Streaming ain't a race. Streaming is about enjoying the time that you stream. Playing the game, enjoying the fellowship, you know? And that's what we're doing here. We're enjoying these games. We're having a good time doing it. Okay, first example. So if I switch over to my crowbar, check this out. Wait, hold on. Whiffed it. Biffed it. Okay, yak. Yak. And we use 0 ammo. You know, I knew that the crowbar was something that was available to me, but for some reason, just never put 2 and 2 together. So, you know, that should make me pant like a dog, Jacob, by knowing that I can now save ammo, but still not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. I'm not a show pony. Get the gun out. Oh, I already got it out. The wheelie boy down. Actually, combine the bullets, equip, and just pap away. And he's down. Just like that. No muss, no fuss, and a dead wheelie boy. I was afraid he was going to get up and beat me there, but didn't happen. So there we go. All good. Siphons, I hope you're doing well. Yeti, I hope you're doing well as well. Everyone in the vertical, welcome in. This is the show, baby. I'm glad y'all are here. This is Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Siphons, thanks to Siphons, we've got a Discord that's in the works, up and at 'em. I'll be doing things like putting, you know, voting there for future games, things of that nature. We're gonna find ways to utilize it to expand the community and involve you all as this community grows more in the process of what I'm doing here, and give people a chance to participate and also to have a place outside of the stream where, you know, maybe you want to reach out to me and make suggestions or something, and you only stream 3 nights a week, so you got to have a platform for that, right? And that's what the Discord will be. You can get in touch and communicate with each other and with me off stream, and it's not weird, you know. It's a Discord channel, everybody's got them. All right, so now we open this door and we open that door in the dark world. Now we go back to the light world through this mirror, and we will pick up the gun that we have been waiting for. Wrong door. But, you know, now that we've got our strat for yapping, it's not like we need another gun, because we're just going to beat most things with our crowbar. But I digress. Who doesn't want another gun? If you're in America, boy, everybody wants more guns. Let's get a gun. Look at that thing. I don't feel safe with any of these, because that's my shotgun, a pipe, and a stapler. You know, I don't know about you, but I'd feel like that thing was going to explode in my hands. But here we are. Caroline's fearless. Already lit the candle in here. Got us a first aid kit. Let's try this. Okay, we can't open it. That makes that easy. Solves that issue of where to head to next. And I believe we are done with this corridor. The corpses are still twitching. We're going to have to get him to the... Hey, you know what, Siphons? I was gonna request that. You know, I think that's a fine play. I know Yeti was mentioning mod capabilities, and I think the two of you having such access would be a fine thing. How do I do that here? Let's make that a thing. You have 3 dots, but it's not letting me click them. Probably because I'm trying to do it through Streamlabs. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's see. Let's go back on this one. Bam, right there. Yeah, I'll do it from YouTube. There it is. Bam. Sure, that. I think that did it. There you go. I'll just go ahead and do both. Bam. Hey, there it is. Both in the room. Good stuff. And that's no obligations, just no responsibility, just privilege. There you go. I ask nothing of you, but you have that now. And thank you again. All right, let's go and put that in there. There it is. That should take care of it. All right. And pardon the break in the action, but now we're back to it. All right, let's pant like a dog and move on. I'm going to take a morphine because I'm a caution. And, you know, we've learned we're gonna save morphine. The enemies really have become a non-factor at this point, because unless they swarm me or gang up on me, there's really not a lot they can do to hurt me. I've got, and I'll put that link somewhere in the near future where it's also accessible from my page. All right. So let's talk with him, see if he's proud of his new arm. If you remember, we stapled a plastic arm on a dummy, and then this guy's arm was fixed. I have a feeling he's the boss of the game. You know, hey, there it is. Good stuff, Siphons. So let's see.
You can find Dr. Williams' office on the 2nd floor of the West Wing.
Okay, so we're looking for Dr. Williams' office.
Stay safe.
Dr. William being his first name. I don't know why you don't call your doctor, Dr. Steve, Caroline. You would respectfully call him by his last name. But, so it would be Dr. Wildberger. But, hey, it's your life. Live it how you want, Caroline. Okay, so at this point, we can start expecting to see enemies appear in places where they wouldn't have been earlier. And that's okay. That is okay, because like I said, we're prepared now. In more ways than one. We've got the firepower to take them down. We've got the know-how to deal with them. I'm still not dealing with that guy. He is going to live in perpetuity. Perpetuity. Is that the word? I think that's a word. He's going to live there forever because I'm not going to kill him, and he's not going to die. He's just going to hang on that little thing. So yeah, they've added some stalkers up here. Oh wait, let's reload. Don't forget that. It's always necessary to reload after each round because you only have one in this makeshift shoddy. And, you know, we don't want to get caught with our skirt up, so to speak. I was going to say with our pants down, but we ain't wearing none of those. Oh, they're downstairs. We're just going to go ahead and clear this place out. I don't want to have to be running through here, lose my memory as I'm wont to do and forget they're here, and then stumble upon them. Come on, buddy. Yep, just hop on over. Or I'll just walk up to you. How about that? That works out. Wow, dumbest enemies in any game ever. If you just walk to them, they're like lickers, almost. Eat it. What's up, Colin? Welcome in. Welcome everybody on the Vertical Live. Not much, man. We're here playing Tormented Souls as this sexy Templar seductress Caroline with her makeshift shotgun, and we're trying to solve the mystery of what happened to these two twin girls back in the 80s by exploring this hospital, this mansion-turned-hospital. So we got to go up to the second floor to William's office. That was our next objective. We're about halfway through the game, and is it a good one? I've enjoyed it so far. You know, I like puzzle solving. Like, I'm really a huge fan. Sometimes I feel like combat in these horror games gets in the way of my puzzle solving. But thankfully the combat in this one's not too intrusive. It's really not that bad at all. I think I missed something. Did I miss something? I went in that one room, got the thing. Now let's go in his office. Let's head to the office. But I'm enjoying it so far. The puzzles are difficult, but they're not impossible. Did we get anything to actually go in his office? I want to say the answer is no. Lock from the other side. Well, that would answer that question. Let's see what we have in our inventory. Alright, we've got our new gun. We've got 6 rounds for that. We've got 12 for the shotty. About 35 nails. So I did learn what I do with the blood bag, even though my brother last stream was withholding information. I figured it out. We'll get there very shortly. We have the ability to go put it in the fridge, but you got to put it in a mold first. So boo on him. He likes to watch me suffer and squirm in these games. Maybe it was still on the second floor where I was. One of the things that is difficult about coming back to a stream is that you know, it's been 2 days since I was playing. I had to take a break. Who wants a break in the middle of a game? I like to just keep playing. So we can go up this thing. No, I haven't charged the battery yet either. We gotta do several things before we can progress. So first things first is finding the mold. There might have been one more place to explore back now that we have this flashlight. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Hope everyone is having a phenomenal evening. Still chilling, pal. Between the ditches. Oh, I ran. I shook him. He was like, oh no. This whole time, someone's been here. He had no idea. Okay, back to this hallway. I thought I was done here. I must have missed something when I... Because it can't have all just been to get the light, right? Unless there's another place where I need to use that light. Where I couldn't kill something or pass something. I know, oh, there is. There is. It's downstairs. Hold on, if we go to our map. There was a whole corridor downstairs that I couldn't get to the laundry or the shower room. That's right. We got to go downstairs. Okay. So out, chapel, studio. Yeah. That's the play. We figured it out because as we learned last show, we're geniuses here at Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime. We're a collective genius in puzzle solving and problem solving. It takes a village to get Caroline through this game. Let's shake things up for Buddy. He's gonna be there for eternity. Might as well give him something to do. Alright, down to the bottom. Go into that hallway. Probably gonna be a new enemy or two that we'll have to blast through, which is no problem with our new torchlight. Once I get my bearings, it's smooth sailing. We just keep on rolling, baby. Hey, we got one. Well, there he is. I'm gonna show another technique for dealing with these. Watch this. You can do one of those, and then a second tap with the shotgun, and basically it's a 2-shot to get them. So you knock him down with the shotty, or you can knock him down with the shotgun. Then you switch to that. Oh, he's dead. One shotty blast got him? That's never happened. Okay, well, glad they didn't waste those 2 yaps that I just tried to do with my shotgun. Maybe the game got made easier. The lessons I learned was that those take a shotty and then one of these, but, well, here we are. Oh. Come and get it, brother. Oh, he's gonna spit. He's gonna spit. We gotta dodge the spit. She's pretty quick on the reload for a pipe with a stapler. You know what I mean? That's not bad. I've seen slower reloads in Fortnite. She just clack, clack, pap, in, gone. Okay, so we're headed to a new area. I like it. This is a new hallway that we haven't been able to traverse. We've been down it, but we haven't been able to pass this next area. We did not go in the shower room. I believe that's going to be locked from the other side. Yeah. So we'll get there. Let's be methodical. I'm going to do a lot of walking. Just because. Alright, save some bullets on this guy. So, technically, yeah, we couldn't have even killed him. Even before we learned of this strat, we still couldn't have killed this guy because you can't swing the sledgehammer or the crowbar and hold the lighter. Unfortunately. She couldn't, like, put it in her teeth and swing it. So we still had to wait until we got this light. That's okay. Good on you, Caroline. Safety first, you know. Nope. Okay. One door. That's a window. Alright. Let's see what we got in here. New room. New loot. New enemies? Any enemies? Any enemies? Let's get the loot. I usually like to do a sweep first, but you'll hear the enemies if they're here, right? Lore. September 1980. Whose journal is this? I don't know if this is Williams or Maria's. It's probably Maria's. Anna and Emma may be identical twins, but their personalities are quite different. Anna is an extrovert, a noisy and attentive girl, while Emma is quiet and distant. Some days ago, and after much effort, I finished making 2 beautiful dresses for them. Definitely William. Nothing wrong with a man making a dress, you should, but in these times, what, the 80s? I'm guessing Daddy didn't sew too many dresses because there was no value in TikTok in the process. It took them a single afternoon to almost completely destroy them. They came back from the forest covered in dirt from head to toe, with twigs and leaves in their hair. The dresses were torn and frayed. For a brief moment, I almost flew into a fit of rage. But I pursed my lips, and after taking a few deep breaths, explained through my tears just how much work those dresses took to make. Oh, bless your heart, Maria. Anna's eyes became misty, and she babbled an apology. Her eyes fixed on the floor, she seemed very regretful. But Emma was like, man, I hate this dress. On the other hand, Emma stared right at me with a clueless expression, and then for only a second, a mocking grimace appeared on her face. Oh no, Mama, it's so sad. It's just a stupid dress, Mom. That's what I imagined, she said. Her cold eyes froze, my heart immediately. Terrified by that expression and not knowing what else to do, I sent them to their rooms. They did not dine that night. Hey, that's abuse, Maria. Let your kids eat. All right, so Maria was mad at her children. I bet that's the last time she saw them, too, or something. You know how these stories go. And they were never... And that was the last time I spoke to my children. All right, we got some nails. Man, somebody's been doing the laundry down here. Look how dirty the outside is. Not the outside of the washer's dirty. That thing's been put through the ringer, pun intended. Well, let's turn it off. Who's doing laundry right now? Who is even washing right now? We're in an abandoned mansion. It's probably the father, because his shirt was bloody after we, We'll open it, Gina. That's why I'm clicking it. I know it's shut tight. Pull on it. Yank it. Why did we even turn it on? Get it out. Hit it with the hammer. No. Okay. That's fine. Okay, we just turn it off. First a bath and now my clothes. Yeah, now we're worried about laundry. I got children to find. Oh, was he in the... Oh, was that an attaché case? Oh, we got a creeper. Where'd you come from, pal? Eat it. Not impressed by your performance, crawler. Okay, this is the mold. Okay, so this is what we got to put the blood in to freeze. So my brother was leading me on a goose chase that I don't even think he knew the end of. But basically, the freezer is where we have to put the blood in the past. We travel to the past, put it in into this mold, and then you know, print out this sweet Wild Burger logo. And that is to get a medallion that's going to let us get downstairs into the bunker, into the mausoleum. Let's reload the gun, because as you know, that is something that will be useful. All right. I don't know where that guy came from. He must have fell out of the vent like the xenomorph. But I digress. And this is another door. Which door do we come in? This should be to the, yeah, shower room. Any enemies in the shower room? Anybody taking a shower? Hey, speaking of baths. Dang, Siphons. Beth would be right at home in this room. There's 6 of them? What do you got? Who gets that dirty? What have y'all been doing in here? This one's holding a disc. Get the disc! Three Ninjas Knuckle Up if you've never seen it. It's a great movie from my childhood, but they're all about the disc in that movie. And seems like we are too. Got the disc. All right, we got Jawad, Tamar, Lomar, Judith, Avatar. Are these the books of the Bible? Or maybe the Quran? I don't know. I've never read. I don't recall. Tisha, Milka, Stiflin, Shilon. Shiloh. It's Shiloh. It's the Jewish Bible. Lois, Kala. All right. So we got a disc with names on it. It's got the little lock button. Oh, I can lock it. Okay, so if you don't know, this used to be write protection on a disc. If you never used a 3x5-inch floppy disk, if you didn't want to be able to modify the disc, you would lock it. So if you locked it like this and you put the disc in, nothing could be written to it. So you'd have to unlock it, then put the disc in. It protected you from accidentally overwriting something you didn't want to, you know, overwrite. Interesting. Okay, so I know there's 2 places I can use a disc. There's a computer downstairs. This room's bigger than they let on. Man, showers and baths? Oh, Beth. Oh, Beth. What is that a, that one'll get it done. That's a spray tan booth. That's a 1980 spray tan shower. You just put the stuff in there and Trump would enjoy that. Just a straight bronzer. Just a one blast bronzer of the entire body. Alright. I think he only does his face, though. Shotgun bullets. Need those. How many did we get? Please say more than 1. We got 3. I'll take 3. That's 3 enemies. So we got our disc. We got our baths. Let's make sure we didn't miss any loot. At this point in the game, really, it's about getting as many bullets as we can to be able to kill everything we come across. So I'm going to be thorough in my loopage of the room. And thankfully, you don't have to tap X like in... You know what? You didn't even get me. Sir, talk about wrinkled. How long has he been in that thing? No, I don't. There's no boogie. There's 0 boogies on my face. You know, I'm still gonna look, but... 0 boogies, bro. 0. That's my nose. That's my big nose. Get out of here. Get out of here with you trolling Shadow 8000. No, I respect that. You made me check. Yeah, you got me. You know, good for you, sir. Hey, well done. Hey, you can't help it, right? Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit here and be like, no, I don't. What if I had one just dangling and every time I turned my head, it went with my vision? Yeah. Hey, appreciate the... Hey, good looking out, Shadow. Hey, I ain't gonna be mad at that. Hey, cool, man. Thanks for stopping by. We're just doing some horror. I say, man. I don't... Cool. Thanks, person. I don't know what you are. Hey, yeah, for sure. For sure. Just like an extra arm. Oh, I digress. Hey, you threw me off my game here. Alright, let's get back to it. Hey, but that's what streaming's about, baby. Hey, that's the fun of this. So let's see if this guy, you know, I've seen pruning up in the tub before, but this guy, he pruned to death. Awful way to go. Alright. Pressing on. Glad we went that. What did I even pick up? Morphine? Shadow? You got me. Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. I think I got everything I need. Good on you. This is called Tormented Souls. It's a, kind of like a throwback to Resident Evil. It came out in 2021. They just released a part 2 last year. Oddly enough, Tormented Souls 2 came out in 2025. Off the success of this one, I'm having a blast with it. The puzzles are super tough. The combat's not so bad, but it's enough to keep you on your toes. So now we can go travel back to the past. Now that we've got the things we need to go, we got to go back to the library or to the office. Let's zip across through the studio to... I think this takes me out. Yeah. Here, we can go back upstairs. Through the... Oh, we got a live one. Okay. This fella. Too easy. Have some of that. You're no match. Oh, look at your friend. He's like, I will save you. Oh, if you get here today, Junior. I'm gonna let you come and get it. Oh, wow. He don't want none. He's like, no. He's gonna wheel out of here as slow as creaturely possible. Wow, one and done. Maybe it's because I shot him in the back. Yeah. Yeah, this is, I got it on game, whatever GOG stands for. I got it on that platform because that's where it was on sale. But yeah, you can get it on Steam, PS5, or probably Xbox. It's all around. I'm not sure about the second one, but this first one's everywhere. Okay, so I need to put this in the past. Yeah, so we'll do that. I already got the battery. I need the battery. I need the blood. We can go ahead and combine these. Ta-da. And now I put the blood in it, so it's going to make a mold when I stick it in the freezer. Back in the past, we'll pick it up in the future. And there's time traveling. We've got to do a bunch of time traveling mechanics with this projector at this room that I'm headed to. We keep finding these tapes that take us back to various points in time within the mansion, and then you do stuff there, travel back to the future, and I keep forgetting I have that subscription thing. I was like, is that a new monster in the game? I'm gonna have to run. All right, let's get our shoddy back out just in case it was a monster. That thing throws me off every single time. All right, so this is the right one. Let's go in here. Yeah, it's terrifying, right, Siphons? I might turn that off just for my heart, man. Okay, so now we're back in the past where this guy, the father, is pretending like he doesn't know me. Jesus is back up. He had fallen as opposed to risen. And he was on the ground, but we don't know how that happened. So we've got to do two things here. We're gonna stick the battery. Or did I already charge the battery? I may have already done this. Is it charged? Oh, yeah, I already charged the battery. So I did the battery already. That's good. So now we just got to do the ice in the blood bag. Cut through here to the kitchen. And then we're going to drop it in. Pop the door open. And see, that's annoying because when you try to just stick the bag in, it says it doesn't fit. Well, the bag was definitely smaller, game, but whatever. This ain't about realism. This is about funism and having a good time. All right, so now we interact with the tape, go back, and pick up our blood bag, which should now be a frozen medallion. And then we're going to take our car battery to the library where we can activate the lift, which will get us the thing that gets us into William's office, where we can progress the story further. And I'll show y'all what we're actually what the goal of what we're doing here is. We're trying to get down into the mausoleum, and there's a door that requires these three things. One of them is this medallion that we've just created. The other one is like this thing that we haven't gotten yet, and then another one is a key card. So there we go. We've used our blood that I spent 2 hours last stream trying to figure out what to do with. It doesn't thaw out, apparently. It's that magic ice, so it just stays. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I mean, it's been freezing for so long now, like 14 years at this point, from when we time traveled to now. So it's probably just super hard, and that's cool. I get that. See, there's what I was talking about. There's poor Jesus. He fell. We don't know how that happened, but there it is. So I'm gonna go. There should be an enemy down here now, trying to jump me. Yeah, I hear him. There he comes. It should be a one-shotter. Am I reloaded? Yeah. Yeah, just a crawly boy. What's up, buddy? Done. Always reload. If I was to press the reload button and then go to the menu and switch weapons, it would automatically do it without going through the animation, but it's not necessary. So here's the panel. So we can put the W in right there. And now we're looking for the piece that goes here and the key card that you stick in here. That's William's key card. So we should find those two things in the room we're headed to, and that'll open this door that takes us to the mausoleum. And that's how we progress on to the next part of the game. And we're almost there. And then that's the bunker mausoleum area is essentially the end of the game. It's a bigger part, but once we get through there, we beat the game. So I may be able to finish it up tonight. If not, we'll get it on the next one. Streaming is a journey, not a sprint. put that on the list of dumbest things I've requoted. It's a journey. Life is a journey. Okay, we don't need to go in there. We went the wrong way. No, we didn't. I'm gonna take my tape back though. Pop that out. We don't need to go back to the chapel. The next place will be, I don't know where. We'll get there when we come to it. Oh, you know what? We're missing some steps. I got the disc now, remember? We got a disc. We got to go to the computer to use the disc, which I've been trying to do this whole game because we found that computer at the very beginning and didn't know what to do with it. Watch it be that I don't need to be there yet. 90% of my time in this game has been going the wrong way and then running back across the chapel. It's true, though. That's what these games are designed for, you know? The combat isn't the focal point. It's the problem solving and the backtracking. And normally inventory management, but the inventory in this game is unlimited, so it's not that either. Alright, here's our compute. There's Wheelie Boy that we killed, like, 3 weeks ago. Alright, put the disc in. So far, so good. Oh, I didn't unlock it. I locked it. Oh, I did unlock it. Come on now. Pop it in. Write a new keyword for the doors. See what I mean? I don't know what. Oh, is this like the list? He's just been going down and writing. Names are written on the front. So could we just do a new one? Does it matter what I make it? Dang it. Alright, yeah, we'll have to come back. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Told you. That's just what happens. That's just Tormented Souls right there in a nutshell. You watch her heaving up and down through the hallways for, you know, hours. Trying to figure out what you're doing. I'd busted out pen and paper. Well, actually, a pencil and paper last stream to solve some puzzles. This time, I came prepared. I got 2 ink pens and a bigger notepad, just in case. All right, let's go to the library, stick the battery in. We know we need to do that before we move on. We know that's a step that we must follow. And thanks for subscribing, by the way. I missed the visual. And the whole point of having that was so I would catch it. So thanks for the subscription. You thought that would have popped up on my thing here, but there it is. Alex Cooper. There we go. Thanks Alex Cooper. Appreciate the sub. I'll make sure I acknowledge that in the future. I have too many little windows open. It's not your fault, Alex Cooper. It's mine. It's always mine. All right, library is this way. Yeah, into the hall. Take a left. Nope. This way, then a left. Nope, that's the disc room. This is where I need to put the disc. But I guess they're going to give me the password to get in. Can I just wiggle the handle? No, okay. We'll come back to that. What room is that so I know? That is the bedroom. Yeah, that's the bedroom. Okay, so this was the door. What am I talking about? Yeah, library makes sense because it's blocked by Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. So I remember hearing those voices, those scrubbins last time I came here. There's a reason for that. They're upstairs where we're headed. And you have to kill these 2 goobs to get to the stuff they're protecting. Put our battery in. And off we go then. Assume the position, Caroline. Well, she's safety first. Girl didn't even move. Arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. There he is. Dang, one and done. They must have reduced the damage necessary to knock those boys out. It was taking like 12 nail guns. Did I upgrade my stapler? I think there's another one here. Yeah, there he is. I may not need to fool with him if we just walk. No, we fooling. We needing to fool. Hey, but trading 2 shotgun rounds for 2 clear paths is not a problem. And this is the piece we need for the door. Yeah, okay, so that's one of the pieces that you saw that's going to go in addition to William's key card. Boy, we are almost out of here. I tell you what. We are going to head to the mausoleum, kill a bunch of stuff, explore a lot of darkness, and beat this game. Another save disc. That's good. We need as many of those as we can get just to be safe. We've got 3 left, so we can save 3 times. I've been skimping. Last stream, I went like 2 hours without saving. Fortunately, I was on my toes and didn't screw it up. And since we're getting close to the end, maybe a stream or so, definitely don't like to press on past the current game to the next one, but it is time to start discussing the next game on the stream. I had been pitching around Code Veronica, the original. Well, I'm gonna play like, you know, the HD remaster or something on PC, but I think that's the play. We've now got 20 days until Resident Evil Requiem, and so I kind of want to start priming I mean, that's kind of what this was for in the Resident Evil 2 playthrough. So priming everybody for that. I feel like there should have been more loot up here. Are you serious? It was just the piece? No bullets, no... Did I miss some morphine? Do one quick run through. So Code Veronica's definitely next up. I made a promise to one of my finest viewers, Lisa, that would be probably the next one. So I think that's what's going to happen, and just keep that survival horror emotion going to Resident Evil 9. I also decided, you know, I had mentioned, oh, I'm just going to stream Resident Evil 9 all day until I finish it. I'm not going to do that. I think it's fair to the people who show up here and you know, just keeping my times. So I'll only play it 6 to whenever. I'll keep my normal times. I may add new nights in just to play it more during that first week, but the time will always be the same, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just so, you know, I kind of keep with the show. I don't want people missing it that want to be here because I started at 8 a.m. You know, that's kind of goofy, the more I thought about it. So that's where we're at. Lisa, no way. Just pop it on in. She heard her name. You were summoned, Lisa. What's up? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you. Yeah, Code Veronica. Wow, I was speaking to the ether, you know? And there you are. Okay, now I can rewrite the disc. I need to figure out what the disc is, because that's something I can do. I just don't know how to. So I think William's diary is important for that, maybe. I have located my fathers. They were hidden behind a secret passage. No, we knew this already. Has he ever talked about a disc? Did I miss something about a disc? That was when he was searching for his daughters. And he doesn't, I don't know, they don't like one of the daughters, so I don't know if it'd be one of the daughters' names. It said write it, though. Can I write whatever I want? That's crazy. Hey, there it is. Just to the ether. You know how it is. Oh, the universe works in mysterious ways. Till I find the cure. Alright, we're looking for some factual information. I have the disc. I have got the disc. And I need to write a door code into it. Maybe I can just write anything. Can I put my own? Can I put Brockalock into it? It just said write a new code. It didn't say what. Is there anyone's journal that would tell me what to do with it? Maybe Bertram's diary? Let's see what Bertram's got going on. Bertram's a weird one, man. He's been up to weird stuff since the 60s. Probably since World War II. Okay, nothing there. We know that's just a picture of the twins with the clock. Don't stop. Why do I do that every time? I get nervous when I see it start twitching. It's locked from the other side. What room is here? So we can't get to any of that. We need the disc. Yeah, we need the disc to get into the bedroom, to the penthouse, to the office, to the children's room. So that is our block. So let's go back to... Yeah, we've been through the library, we've been through the dining room, been to the restroom. We've been all through here now. We've gotten everything you can get there. We've done the laundry in the shower room now. Those are finished. Public restroom, the archives, the studio, the kitchen. So the warehouse, that's it. It's that warehouse. Yeah, been in the pharmacy. Yeah, I don't know. We went in these. No, there is a place we haven't been because we need to open a door that was too rusted to get through in this area, I believe, in the maternity ward, but we'll get there. That's later. And we haven't gotten the thing. I know what we need for that. Okay, so let's go fiddle with the disc on the computer and see what we can come up with. That's the play. That is how we advance. That is indeed how we advance. Alright. Maybe there was something on the disc with the names that would, like, tell me. Or did somebody leave a sticky note on the computer? Wilderberg Hospital. Is it I've been saying Wildberg. Has it been Wilderberg the whole time? Am I just ignorant? Okay, so are any of the keys sticky? Is there a particular key that looks like it's been mashed? Okay, let's examine the disc. We're smart. We learned that we're smart last time. Jawad, Tamar, Lomar, Judith. Would it be the first letter? Does it matter? Definitely want to be able to write through the disc. Alright, let's pop it in. Write a new keyword. I'm gonna try Brockalock. Or just Brock. Writing new keyword on disc. Okay, we used our own name. Hey, so all we had to do was write a name. We did it. Alright, let's pop that out. Are you serious? Is that really a thing I can do? If that works, best game ever made. 5-star game. 5-star out of 5-star. If I'm allowed to use my own name as the password. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Caroline. You know, all the guys would say she's mighty fine. Mighty fine. Upstairs. Back to the study. And then down the hallway to the bedroom, right Chia? Yeah. Okay, if this works, first let's lock it. Tap. You don't want it to be able to delete my password. Okay, so it's got to be a specific name. Brock was not the right answer. The fact that it let me do it. Okay, where have I seen this list? Maybe this list can be a reference. So if I go to my files... No, I know that's not it. What is this? This is William's diary. And it is William's office we're trying to get to, but he didn't say anything. What was his mother's name? It had to be 6 letters, because I put Brock and there was still a space. So it's got to be a 6-letter word. If I'm the gamer I think I am. I'm gonna guess names. Maria is not. It could be William 7 letters. Will I am. Anna and Emma are both 4. Bertram, that's the dad's name, but Bertram. He didn't really like his daddy. It could be, I guess. Oh, and his name's William. Yeah, see, Wildburger. So they misspell it here, but on the computer it said Wilderburger. Hey, I knew I wasn't crazy. What's his mama's name? Maria. Noah is her dad's name. People always use names, right? For passwords. That's why I don't, because I thought everybody did. So, nope, Maria. Oh, had one more page. Located secret laboratory. Experiments are working. No. Would it be Maria's diary? Maria doesn't have anything to do with anything. She's laying in a bed dead and waiting to be cured of her illness. Yeah. Yeah, okay. She's just super sad. I don't think it's going to be in hers. I don't think that's the play. It's on the clipboard. This was the patient info. Yeah, that's not it. That was at the beginning of the game with the heart. Not going to be in the maintenance logbook. The newspaper article. Miriam? Miriam, 6 letters. Let's try Miriam. Let's go put Miriam. That's the only 6-letter name. And so that was Noah and Methuselah. Those were Maria's parent. Well, Noah's her dad, so that's her great-grandmother. Miriam. Miriam. Yeah, that's 6 letters. I think we might be on to something. What's your name? Do you have a name? Nymph. Well, there it is. Well, we can put our other piece in. Let's do that while we've got it, just to clear out. Not that we need to clear inventory space, because as noted, this isn't true survival horror because you have an unlimited inventory. But I digress. At least it clears it out. So we need to make this match that. So it's going to be upside down. I wish I could see it a little more clearly. Okay, like that. So the top one is like that. Yikes. And it's going to be inverted, so the left one is the right one. Okay. Let's start with that. Why do they not keep it the same way? Come on, game. You know my rotate mechanics are the worst. Okay, that one's already in place. This one is going to be like that. No, it's not. It's going to be like that. And the top one is like a 2 at the bottom, but it's got to be on that side. And then that one is like this. Oh, he's a genius. Watch it. First time go, baby. First time go. All right, now we just need the key card. Can I just slide the disc in? No. All right. Let's go try Miriam. We're 1 step away from getting out of this mansion. And I say get out. We're just going down deeper. What's up, $6 million man? Welcome in. We're playing Tormented Souls. I'm Brockalock. This is Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. This is a good one right here. This is a doozy. It's a throwback to the old school survival horror. We're trying to get a code for our disc so we can get into this office. Presumably the office that has the last thing I need to escape this evil place. We're firmly into this game, maybe 2/3 of the way through. And yeah, Lisa, if you're still there, we're probably this either one stream, maybe 1.5 away from. It just depends on the progress I make tonight. I'm doing pretty good for my first hour. So Code Veronica will either be next stream sometime, or the stream after for sure. All right, Miriam is what I said. Oh wait, we gotta unlock it again. Dang it, Bobby. Yeah, so maybe this is like the list of like their heritage or whatever. I need to look up what those names mean. I haven't seen those anywhere in the game yet. Oh, dang it. Backspace. Miriam. Now, the sad truth... Yeah, so 6. Okay. So the sad truth of this is I have to run back across to the other side and try it. If it's not that, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna Google it. Because I could go ask. Well, it's related to William, but Miriam's not William's. Miriam is Maria's ancestor. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Trial and error, baby. There's no fast travel, no teleport, sadly. But, you know, again, backtracking is the meat and potatoes of survival horror. Backtracking, ammo conservation, inventory management. You take those things away, you start to reduce the horror. Because if you backtrack, you start to get comfortable. You know, I know people complain about backtracking, but part of it is building that sense of complacency in you. You know, oh, I've been through this hallway 5 times, and then you run through it the 6th time and something just nabs you. That's part of it. Come on, baby. I was so sure of that one. Alright, what? Oh, where's my dang phone at? I'll just do it over here. It's fine. Alright. What were the names on the thing? Pop that disc out. I'm not gonna make y'all sit here and watch me stumble through this. We got JWAD. I want to know what these are a reference to. Probably nothing. Just made up names. Judith. Wow, you got JWAD, Tamar, Lomar, and Judith. Oh, it's in the book of Genesis. So, I think it's something to do with the lineage, maybe. I knew they were biblical names, but we haven't... Come on, man. Is there a capitalized... Hold on. No. Shiloh, for some reason, has a capital H. But I don't know that that matters. I'm just gonna look it up. What's the disc puzzle? Tormented Souls. What? No, that ain't what they talking about. They're making stuff up now. There's a 3... What? An equation? What are you talking about? Alright, we're not looking it up ever again. I broke my rule, and I'm annoyed now. If only I had fiddled long enough. Alright. Well, I still don't know the answer, so I just saw the beginning. So, alright. 3 plus 6 minus 9. 3 plus 6. Lomar Tisha minus 9. So you take out the L, you take out the O, you take out the I and the S. You got Martha. Come on now. Come on. He's still a genius. Alright, let's go back and put dang Martha. Man, I would have got that, too. We have established the geniosity of this stream. Hey, but some gamers are better than others. What can you do? Alright, Martha. You know, if I was smart enough to click the lock and figure that part out, you think I would have kept looking around at the disc. So, the way those work, for anyone who doesn't know, is a floppy disk. When you stick it in, it pulls that metal slider back so it can then write to the image on the spinny disc inside of the... They call it a disc because there's a disc inside of that square thing. The square piece of plastic. So, you know, that metal thing slides back, but you can just pull it back without sticking it in the computer. And I guess they got wise and put that little trick in there. Alright. No, let's make sure it's writable. I'm telling you, that's the time in this game. It's not running to the place or killing the enemy. It's the doing of the puzzle. Alright. Alright, Martha. Who the heck is Martha? Is that a person in the game, or is that just, you know? Get my disc. Get the disc! Alright. Alright, we're out. Same way I came. For some reason, I keep going the opposite direction. We're gonna go the same way. Man. That was like a 20-minute... That was like a 30-minute puzzle. It's a sprint. I mean, it's a jog. It ain't a sprint, baby. Solving puzzles is half the battle. I know it's gonna come up though. I gotta figure out who Martha actually is, or if that's just that kind of stuff like that. Just kind of gets in the crawl, you know, with me with story beats when I'm trying to keep up and pacing myself. Maybe it's just a name. And with this game, they keep getting the names wrong so often between spelling and writing and spelling on different things. They misspell their own names in this game. So now it's doubly important. Oh, he's a genius. Granted, baby. Full access. Give me my disc back. Or do I have to leave it in? Nope. Keeping my disc. You never know when you're gonna need a disc for writing. Okay, we got some sweet dulcet tones. And still got a monster? That felt cheap. But I digress. We handled it. No sweat, my pet. Okay, let's do some looting. I need to loot bullets. Lovely painting on the wall. Is that Martha? Hey, that's why. He's got his own picture of Martha. No, that's probably what Maria started to look like as the virus took hold of her. The as yet to be named condition that she has. Maybe that was Martha. Maybe this thing was Martha. Nothing on this. Sweet bed though. I never understood the beds with the thing on top. Like, what, is it for earthquakes? Like, why do you need that? Well, is there a value? You can hang the little drapery off the side and be all sexy. Alright, is this the last entry in this one? I am expecting. William is hopeful. Expecting what? William is hopeful. I know, a baby. I get it. William is helpful, but is more measured and demure than last time. He hired a maid to serve me, and she has not left my side. At first, I did not like the idea, but Anna and I have become good friends during these months together. She is almost my age and shares a love for art. On some afternoons, we talk for hours, but about famous artists, poetry, paintings, and sculptures. I feel a little guilty. I can never talk about such things with William. Look, it's fine to have a friend, Maria. Your husband can't be See, this is why dudes in these things always feel overwhelmed and pressured to, you know, blow the world up like they do, because their sweet significant other just expects the world of them, when in reality, that one person doesn't have to be everything for them. You can have William as a husband and a father and a friend, but also have another friend. You could have two friends, Maria, and then you can spread some of that time around so not one person feels like you're drying them out. But I digress. Of course, I never cared too much about the only subject he loves to discuss, medicine. Well, that's why he has friends too. You don't have to be the only person he talks to, Maria. You've got a journal. Be friends with that. I am expecting. Oh yeah, we read this already. So I guess some of these have 2 different pages I can click, and sometimes they only have 1. This must be, yeah, because now she's talking about her pain of something. Maybe I already had this page unlocked. Now, what pain? What pain I something tregua escuchar, listening, right? In that listen, my atormentados and pensamientos. Yeah, we'll be here all day. She wrote something to have something, and that'd take me a year to translate. I know a little bit of Espanol, but you don't want to sit through that. Save disk. Oh, we got that Manny Fresh. Got that album. Back that thing up. What does it say? Now you can hear me anywhere you go. Well, that's depressing. Maybe I want to get away from you. Gosh. I gotta hear you all the... You want me to take a record of your voice? Hey, I know you're going on a trip, honey. Here's an album with me nagging. I say nagging. It could just be talking. That's bad, too. Next room. Oh, the penthouse. This is the best room in the house. Oh, no. Oh, no. Martha? Why are you floating, Martha? Nope. Nope. So, this is something I do know. And I'm just gonna lay it out there already. That right there is basically the tyrant of the game. She will show up randomly now in rooms within the house and chase you. But there's a trick to it. If you just leave the room when she appears and go back in, voila. She disappears. Yeah, kind of cheesy, but your boy ain't dealing with that. She's unkillable. And do you really want to get that up in your mouth like she was with the thing? Because I'm pretty sure that's what she'd do if she grabbed me. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, she was snacking. How did she get so close? Oh, she rushed me. That's right. She full-backed me. All right, let's loot the room. Not what I imagine when I think of Penthouse, honestly. Like, he was probably here getting the spa treatment, maybe. And then Martha showed up and just yapped him. Yapped his face. Do you have anything for me, sir? Did Martha leave any leftovers? Anything behind here? No. He kind of resembles the one that was in the middle of surgery down in the basement. Like, except for the eye and the teeth, but the rest, his face was smashed in the same. Oh, this is a big room. Yeah, definitely not what I think of when I think penthouse. I think relaxation. Chilling, Building big old lungs. Is that like... Whose brain is that? That's huge. What have we done here? Look, the twins, yeah, those go without saying, but why are the lungs in that brain and the... That's a behemoth. Is that Andre the Giant? They're calling me. Normally I put my phone on silent. It's whatever. Now, how unprofessional of me. Oh my goodness. Little baby skeletons? Oh, they're conjoined. Okay, that's the way out. Let's keep searching. We need more loot. There hasn't been enough loot in this room yet. Another door. That's the child's playroom, if I remember my map right. East floor 2. Yeah, okay. So, we came in the bedroom. We're going to check the 2 corridors, the children's room and the office. Yeah. Yeah. Anything here to pick up? I need more bullets. I haven't picked up more bullets in a minute. I always start to get a little antsy when I don't see too many bullets. Yeah, we went down this way. Yeah, we didn't... All we picked up was a dang morphine. Alright, let's try the children's room. Okay. Kids? You in here, Anna? Emma? Any children in this room? You better not be. Those are the worst kind of monsters in games. The children monsters. Okay. Good. Feels safe. Feels like a safe room. You got any morphine? Any shotgun ammo in here, Anna? You got any capacitors for my shotgun? No, just a journal. Okay, we'll take that too. A young child's diary. We fled we fled the mansion, making as little as noise as possible. We went to the port down the hill. Mother was agitated. She was having trouble breathing and huge blisters. Was that Mother? Maybe that was Mother? Perhaps? That was just in that room, sucking face, and huge blisters were appearing on her skin. We were halfway over the old wooden bridge, 65 feet above the river, when men wearing those awful suits appeared from behind trees on each side. I've heard about those men with the suits many times. I'm guessing they're like white suits, maybe from the hospital to come and, you know, straitjacket them. Not sure. Mother held my sister and me between her arms as we inched closer to the railings. The men approached us slowly as the bridge started to moan and crack. Mother pushed us closer and closer to the barrier. One of the planks broke and my sister screamed and fell over. Did we lose Emma? Is that why this whole process was taking place, to bring back the twin? I caught her by the arm, but wasn't strong enough to hold her for too long. She fell. I couldn't do anything to stop it. Mother didn't have any time to react and lost her footing too. No, you killed Mother as well? The men grabbed us and took us to Grandfather Noah. Mother looked worse with each passing second. Grandfather had me thrown inside a lock cell. Okay, so this is Anna, the girl that we busted out. He told me that no one would hear me no matter how much I screamed. And Grandfather is Bertram. He also said that since my sister had died, I was of no use because he needed both of us to open the vault's entrance. So Grandfather Bertram is working on this experiment with two twins to open this vault down in the mausoleum, I presume. After he walked away, I was left alone, locked inside a cell with a single candle to provide light. I screamed and cried until I was exhausted. These may be the last words I will write. I'm sure I will die here. Why did all this happen? I wish you were here, Father. Okay, well, it made its way up to her room, so that happened somehow. So, and we know she got out because we let her out. Something could fit in this slot. A moon, perhaps? What do we have that... Worn vinyl record. Same thing. They can't do anything with it. Okay. Yeah, I need to be more thorough in examining things now since I screwed up that disc puzzle. I feel like I cheated my viewers. Oh well. Alright, we don't have a moon. Yeah, so now randomly throughout the game, that creature can just show up. But again, you just leave the room. Okay, that looks like William. That looks like Anna. And that looks like Horror. That's that thing with the helmet that was walking around the table performing the ritual. So I'm guessing the child has seen those somewhere. Spoiler alert, they're enemies in the game. They come later. And you just shoot them a couple times with a shotgun and they die. Like everything else in this game. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to Father. We need to remember that thing that needs the moon. Okay, so that's the sound. If you hear that music when I walk into a room, that is the sound of Martha being in the room. But you just leave and come back, and now she is no longer here. I'm gonna abuse it. I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? You can't beat her. You can only avoid her. So essentially, she's just gonna provide, you know, a reason for me to have to waste morphine. And now we're in the office. Okay, room is clear. Yeah. Alright, nothing in it. No enemies. Just stuff to loot. Alright, let's be methodical. Let's loot our room. We've gotten something from a cooler before. Couldn't be that lucky again. Anything. The record. Use it. Don't care. Just do it. Willy-nilly. Now, play that funky music, white boy. Missing a thing. Oh no, turn the crank. What is that little piece? Oh, it's the child singing. I feel terrible now. I thought it was Maria. Like her leave, it's like old iPhone text or something, like before you could do that, you know. Hey, make sure you get milk. I'm not going to the grocery store, Maria. No, it was the music of my daughter, who is dead probably. It's probably Emma. That's so sad. Oh, that's sweet though. Can we play it backwards? Does it have a message? What are those notes? Do I need to remember the notes? Here, keep that record. Oh, we can't. So it's there now. Well, I hope that's relevant and needed in the future, because it's stuck there now. Nails. First time we've seen nails not in a box. That's curious. Never seen them that way. That's the painting downstairs of the door I was talking about that we couldn't get through, because it said it was rusted shut. Oh, and there's the WD-40, baby. Not to be confused. I'm sorry, the WE-40. Boy, y'all skated that copyright by a nose hair. Not even trying. Y'all, let's just change a letter. You could have just been like anything else. You could have just put the blue and yellow and everyone knows what this is. Who knows anything? If you've ever been to a Walmart or a Lowe's. Who are you? What are you doing here, sir? You're the last thing I expected to see. Are you William? Wee 40. You can only fix like things you enjoy, like exciting things with that. It's not just for doors or for, you know, a rocking chair. It's got to be like, you know, a trampoline. Wee 40. It's we, it's for all of us. You know, it's not an exclusive usage. It's for everyone. This is 8. Alright, I returned to the rest. This is 94, so this is basically when time stopped here. I returned to the restroom where I left the subject and found she had escaped. How could I be so reckless? I have no more test subjects. This is like current. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know what year it is, but it's close. And since everybody is relocated to the new hospital, acquiring new subjects is complicated. I will not wait any longer. I cannot stand by seeing her in that state because of me and my ego. I will proceed to administer Maria with the antidote. Okay. I have injected Maria with the antidote. At first, her body began convulsing and she released a deafening shriek. It lasted only a few seconds, after which everything went back to silence as she collapsed into bed. It was her. Her skin. Wow, so it worked. But did he know he had an antidote, or was he trying this and just hoping it worked? Her eyes looking at me completely lucid when she moved her lips weakly to say something. I stepped closer to listen. What she said stopped my heart. William, my father has taken the girls. I stepped away, perplexed. Her eyes slowly closed and a pleased smile spread across her face. Did she wait all this time, trapped inside that thing, to tell me this? Her life has finally ended. Rest in peace, my love. The unspeakable things I will do to you have no name, Noah. Oh, he's getting hoard. He's amping himself up. Once you tell me what you did to my girls, you will beg me to take your life. This is odd. I don't feel well at all. My heartbeat has accelerated. My mouth is dry. That's that fight or flight, baby. You getting that system that happens in the body. That's the sympathetic nervous system going hard. My eyes are cloudy. My throat is tight. These symptoms, someone has poisoned my wine. Oh, no, he poisoned himself. I thought he was just amping up. Never mind. He's dead now. So who poisoned you? Was it Bertram? It had to be Bertram. So you're William? We meet at last, William. The body is still warm. He was probably alive just hours ago. Well, why were you drinking? Oh, that's wine. I thought, like, blood had come out of him and gotten in his glass and then spilled, because that looks bloody, but I digress. Okay, so somebody killed William recently, and he wrote in his journal that it wasn't him, so if I'm a detective, I have to assume it was either him, and he was trying to throw me off the trail, or, like, who does that? Oh no, I've been poisoned. Oh. He had to get that last entry in, I guess. Well, good for you, William. Now we know. Alright. Let's finish exploring the room. You got any bullets, William? You didn't do it that way. And it wasn't self murder. It was done to him. Uh-oh, was this where Maria gave birth? Yikes. What is happening over here? Can't click anything. Did he feed that deer head something, or that bear head something? Is that man bear pig? Doesn't look enough bear-like. Okay, way too much blood. Some sort of box that's shut tight. Open it. Open it. Open it up. Okay, well, I think I know where I'm expected to go next. The door that needs the oil. Alright, eyeball missing. One eye socket is empty. Is this Bertram? Always watching you, William. Yeah, I think the painting is a pretty big tip-off. We gotta go down there and put the WD-40. Wow, really hitting the nose on the head there, developers. But okay. There's that monkey. There's two of those monkey statues. Do those mean something? The one up top there and then the one in the other corner. No bullets in this entire room. Alright, let's head downstairs. Oh. I was gonna escape. Okay, let's go downstairs. Prepared to run from our new person chasing. Oh, she came through here. She bled out, went out the door. Yeah, that's gotta be his wife. Okay. What's the best way down? This way. I'm going to be very cautious going into rooms now because I need to be able to... There's no... Oh, I do have a quick turn. Yeah, I can just quick turn around and dip out. That's important. We're going back to where we started the game, which is the first time. So definitely going to be enemies in here. No doubt about. None whatsoever. Hey, they're still laying there. Much like William. I've already shot one dude down here. See? That's all you do. You hear the noise, you bounce. It's too easy. Yeah, and she's gone. You know, on one hand, do I wish the developers had gotten that a little better? Yeah, but on the other hand, I'm glad they screwed it up, because now I don't have to worry about it. It's just a thing that happens that I can dodge and don't have to deal with. Yeah, so it's that door, but in the alternate universe. So we're gonna go... Oh, that body's gone. There was a corpse here. Right? Yeah, there was a corpse there. Alright, This is the mirror? Yeah. I'm waiting for something to try to get me in one of these rooms since it's been so long. But we can tell by the mirror there was nothing there. Gotta be something up here. Yep. New enemy. That's Tall Boy. That's the Coors Light right there. So you can kill him with one of those shoddy blasts and then a charge from this. Question is, do I just want to yak him with that? Let's see. I don't want to get in a pickle. Nah, I'm just going to shoot him with this. And there it is. So you hit him with a shotgun blast to knock him on the ground, and then you charge him with the shock thing. What's it called? Electric lance. Now I'm going back to my shoddy. I've only got 6 shoddy bullets left. Really need to be finding some of those again. But we've already searched this high and low when we first came through here. I don't think they drop new ammo in rooms. It'd be nice if they did. Here's our WD-40 door. See? It won't budge. I need to force it somehow. Ah, just press... What? Oh, there we go. It was like, yeah, no, it does. It's still rusted, but it looks... What about these? Hit them up there. Get a little extra spritz. There we go. What do you mean, force it? Anything else? Anything else need, Put a little muscle. Put your back into it, Caroline. Okay. I can see that. Hey. All was not lost. Newborn room. Oh no, it's her. So that music is her. I didn't know she could be in the room with the enemies. You know what I mean? Like, I knew there were enemies in this room. Okay, but they added Maria, in addition too. You're dead. Broke my own rule. yeah. I don't think anything new has happened here. Dang it, Gina. Yeah, I don't think anything new has happened in this room in a long, long time. Switch back to the shoddy. Glad I didn't get yacked on that. I have plenty of healing items. It's not like I couldn't just bum rush this game at this point, like, because I have so many healing items that I haven't had to use just due to my deft gameplay. But why is the baby crying though? Where was that coming from? Looks to be nowhere. Oh, got the incubator. Get some baby chickens out of that. Wow, that's, that's, man, poor kids grown into that, or born into that. Like, man, I couldn't imagine. I'm sure they adjust, but that's got to be a way to go to live life. I couldn't imagine. It looks, and they seem okay and happy, but it just looks painful a lot of times, like trying to move while the other one's moving. But I guess like it's like you're just used to moving the way that doesn't hurt. I do this because it's normal and natural. So I guess if you're conjoined, you just learn how to not twist your spine. Like, I know I never thought about that. What a thing to talk about, but here we are. It almost seems they are grasping for the hang dolls. Okay. Well, can we get them? Does the baby need a baba? We put something in his hand. You want some WD-40, baby boy? Do we need to give you something? You want a lance charge? I'm scared of those. That does not need to be there. Oh yeah, and they get like specially made clothing to adapt to the form. Wow, that's crazy. And just to think of like the anatomical setup, it would be different for any, form of that, depending on how they're conjoined. Crazy train. Well, this place really opened up. I got a wheelie boy. I know what I'm doing to you, son. And now we yap. Oh no, he's dead already. No yapping required. No yapping necessary. Consider yourself yapped, sir. Yikes. I want to be done with this area. I want to be done with this room. And soon. There's skin paintings on the wall. Ed Gein would be having a fit down here. Is that skin? No, maybe that's just cloth. We'll call it cloth. No, that's skin. That's face skin. Those are face skins again. I scared myself. Okay, let's get through here and see what happens. We didn't really discover anything down here. This is the room upstairs that we could see on the map but not get to. Yep, delivery room. We'll unlock that. I think that door is blocked, but now we can get into the newborn room from this way. Cool. Found a save room. We hadn't found one of these in a minute. We found shotgun rounds. Anything else? Oh, wow, they give us like 1 round. Give me some stuff. I need stuff, game. We are going to save because it's been an hour and a half since we've saved. Yeah, no, great question, Siphons. Like, if you think that through, you know, why not? Talk about it. Here we go. They've got to be designed, like, special designated stuff that, you know, custom tailored, or... Because if you're... You know, you don't sell that at Walmart because there's no market, so... You'd have to, like, reach out, or maybe, you know, learn to sew, and make, like, you know, I don't know. Especially if it's, like, in the middle, you'd have to do, like, button downs, maybe? I don't know. Just one of those problems that most people will go their whole life not having to solve, you know? And to think it through like that, you know, it's not to be mean or, you know, crass. I think it's interesting to think about. And, yeah, very interesting. Definitely got to be a difficult way to get through life. You know, most people think we all have challenges, as they say, but hey, some challenges seem to be a little more challenging, you know. You put it on top of life's normal problems. Also, you got to figure out where to get your shirts and how to navigate life with another person as a part of you. You think independently, like if the brains are separated, you know, you might want to go play soccer and the other person wants to do... Like, I have a hard enough time with people that aren't attached to me. Or even with my own opinions of things. Okay, we're in the East Wing Hall. This is the newborn. I thought it was the newborn room. It is the East Wing Hall. How did we get... I thought I heard footsteps. Have we not been in this hall yet? There's another one. I haven't been in this entire hall. There's definitely going to be ammo in here. That's easy. So you can draw them out by just doing a quick run step like that. And they trigger. You trigger them. I guess because they don't have legs. It just pees them off. They just hear you do that real fast, and then they just trigger and start running. So that's a good way to kite them out. Alright. Time to search this big old room. It looks to be the last of Maria's diaries here. William, they have taken the girls. Father put a sedative in my drink, but luckily I realized before swallowing it. Tricked him into believing I was sleeping soundly, then got up across the hall towards a meeting room where I could see the light from under the door. Meeting room, which is where we've been going into the projector. I put my ear against the metal and could hear my father's voice intertwined with other men. Everything is ready for the ritual. The Wild Burger girls have been taken to the temple, said a voice I did not know. Perfect. If everything goes as planned, I will be the next leader of the Pollux sect. And together we will bring back our savior to the world, answered my father. After that, they walked in line towards the mausoleum. I must rescue my girls. If I do not come back with them, I hope you forgive me. I know that you will do what is right. All right, so there's some sacrifice going on in 1980. They had both the girls at this point, but I thought maybe during their escape is when Emma passed. Okay, so this looks important. Is that what's the angel that came down and yeah, I don't know his name. Not Lucifer. Whatever. It's not important. Archangel brandishing a weapon. Can we take that sword? That sword looks grabbable. See how it's kind of withdrawn and the little baby angels are watching on. It's always fun analyzing these old like Renaissance style arts of the Bible and of Greek mythology. I like looking at those and kind of breaking down what's actually happening in those. Once upon a time, college. Michael, that's the one. Yeah, like, is it just kind of attached in there? Yeah, that's, man, such, you know, like I said, you know, it's a problem you just never think you'd have to solve, you know? So to think about having to live a day-to-day and adjust to that. And oil painting. So the swords are relevant. The swords are all highlighted. So the other one was straight across. This one's at an angle. I think that's going to matter. Please don't jump out at me and give me a hug. It's the hugging, the night of hugging. The night of big hugs. Sir Big Hug. Yeah, definitely interesting. Okay, all right, here we go. We got hands to turn. So one's definitely gonna... Oh, we gotta pick a date too? Alright. Well, the long sword was... Alright, let me stop just clicking knobs. Alright. Alright. So that's a little short stabby sword. Going down to about the 7 o'clock. That looks like a medium size, you know, thing going to the 3. To the 15. This one's going to the maybe 8. Yeah, that's more 8. So like 8:15 for the hour and the minute. Now we gotta figure out the second and the date. Hopefully it's all in this room. Yeah, that's definitely the second hand going to, oh, I don't know, 26, 27. We'll get the date right and then kind of fiddle with that until it fits. Oh, you can't. So it's going to be 25. Okay. All right, now we just got to get the date right, which could take a while. I could just go 1, January, February, March, April, May, June. Go through all 365 iterations of the date. But I have a feeling this one's going to depict what we need to know. Oh, Christmas. Duh. The day of our salvation. All right, 12/25. We got it figured out. Puzzle solved. Like, I'm not that stupid. That didn't take the genius half of my brain. That was easy. Hey, it's already on the month. Whoops. Cuckoo. 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 Baby's arm holding an apple. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Give me it. Ornamental eye made of jade. I know where that goes. We're going back up to Daddy. Or to William. I don't know. Caroline might have called him Daddy. We don't know what she was doing in that bathtub while he was pulling her eyeball out. And now this should put us back in that hallway. Yep, from the beginning of the game that I could not get through. Still hate that painting. Worst painting ever. We've been to the pharmacy, dealt with all that. This should be back up to the maternity. Or to the baby place. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's head back to the office. This should be the way. Had to listen out for Martha. Or Maria. I assume that's Maria, the ghastly preacher lady. That was a tense few seconds. Thought the tones were about to drop. Dun, dun, dun. I think we get one more tape to do some stuff. Nope. No, Martha. We will not. We will not be dealing with you. I refuse. Alright, pop the eye in. Hopefully that'll open that thing behind us. We still need to get something out of the kids' room, I believe. Because there was a thing I could not open there. I should have examined that first. There it is. There it is. Whatever it is, there it is. Some buttons to mash. There it is. The record tune. Oh, they're gonna make me work. Okay, let's go play the record. This is not easy. I don't have that kind of ear. Let's try it. That was it. That's the first three. Okay, maybe I do have that kind of ear. A back low. That was the second half. So boom, bam, boom, 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 boom. Close. I feel like it's this one, then. That's too low. I can't go back to the same note. Let's get the first three. I'll focus on the first three. Am I missing a note? I feel like there's one more between these two that I need. I know I got the next 3 right. That's definitely the second part. It's none of those notes. It's these 4 notes. It's that one. Alright, cool. I was starting too low on the first tone. Okay, cool. Hey, my musical ear. God, this game stretches you thin, huh? You gotta know symbology. You gotta have an ear for tones and sound. You gotta be observant in a way that I'm not. Game putting me through the ringer. Now you gotta enjoy basements. Definitely don't want to go to the pumping room. Do want bullets. I should be using some of those, because I've got plenty of those, and I'm down to not so many of those. Yeah, we're gonna do our yapping strategy. Where are we? Where are we in this building? We went down the corner of the office. This isn't on the map. Okay. I feel like this ain't the kind of place I want my nail gun, but... yeah, the child's diary. Thanks to that stranger, I was able to get out of the cell. That was me. I hid the best I could inside the mange, but grandfather and the suited men found me again. This time they took me to the sewers under the family crypt. And he told me that I wouldn't be able to escape no matter how much I cried and begged. Then he closed the door and left. Luckily, he didn't notice the lighter and flashlight I grabbed from the mansion. Found what appears to be a bedroom. There's a filthy bed, electricity, and even a functioning television. Boxes of food and a pipe that provides drinking water from above. It smells terrible. It reminded me of the suited man who struck my mother just before she freed us from the metal crosses. 7 years have passed since my last entry. The television that offers only local channels is the one thing that has kept me sane. Sometimes I wonder why I still hold on to life. Blisters have started to appear on my skin. I can feel a burning sensation. With each passing day, my appetite diminishes, while the vomiting only gets worse. Something is taking over me. Something evil. Is Anna the boss? Is Anna the creature? Yikes. Yeah, this game, it's I don't know. I've been piecing it together pretty well. I mean, obviously, because I'm locked in here, but it's still breadcrumby, and they don't want you to know. I think it's one of those that just loves to withhold it. Hey, Shadow, that means it's a good day, right? You enjoying yourself. You're enjoying your life. I love it. I feel like I'm about to get nabbed here. Not a fan. Not a fan of this room. As long as I don't... Oh, there he is. Wait, don't come after me, bro. Let me check this thing. Definitely not going to use the nail gun on him. He's getting the shotty. He's getting the shoddy shot combo. The 1-2 pap. Block from the other side. Of course it is. Alright, let's roast this fella. I love you don't run, they just don't do anything. There we go. We did the strat. Roasted. Siphons, I love it. Heck yeah. This feels like a place where something would be. Okay, camera. Okay, camera. Follow me. Nope. Oh, it's the comfiest chair in the building. What do we get? The ID card. We can get to the mausoleum now. We did it. Bertram Wildberger, baby. Date of birth, 1946. So yeah, he was doing his experiments as early as the 60s. I think it was 67. So he was a young fella. Yeah, so they got this backwards. They spell it Wildberger sometimes, but then the hospital, it's the Wilderberg. So I don't know which is right. I'm going to keep calling it Wildberger because that sounds cooler, but Wilderberg sounds probably what it is. But we got our ID card, so now we can get in the mausoleum and progress this game to its finale. Get this journal. Bertram Wildberger's diary. I have finally found my purpose in life. The truth came to me through this book and from the hand of the Creator. Right? The hand of the Creator. I bet. Well, no, that's Jesus in the chapel. Never mind. Right now I stand inside the sacred temple in the presence of a God waiting to be reborn. I can clearly see my destiny. I will dedicate my life to the rebirth of the Pollock sect. Together we will bring back our Savior so he may return light to this wicked world. So Bertram's just trying to save the world, man. Not, you know, and the twins are just, you know, they're pieces of 8, man. They're just, you know, dust in the wind. And it's just a means to an end for old Bertram. They're just somebody's daughters to him. He don't care. They're just new twins. And he's just doing his experimenting. We need to turn some power on? No. Man, I would really like to find more shoddy bullets, if I may. We're whittling them down. Gonna have to start exploiting wind karate, the art of running away. If I run low on these, man, this ain't gonna be pretty. I don't have a map. And we couldn't go through here because it's locked from the other side. Okay, great. What was left to do down here? I think that was it. We got that. We got the stuff. We got the nails. Yeah, just get the card and get out. All right. I guess that door's not important. I hate seeing doors locked from the other side, but I'm going to have to assume it's not important. William, it's been real. We'll see you on the flippity flop. Still can't open that thing over here. Let me double check it. Nope. Not fooling with that. Back to the kids' room. Just to see. Because there was that one thing I couldn't get. Maybe I come to this later in the game. I'm going to have to assume I do. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Probably something I get down in the mausoleum. And then finish it off here. Alright. To the mausoleum. We can just go back out his front door here. And head downstairs. My. We're making progress. This is it. We're gonna get close tonight. Nope. No way, Gina. You go get you a sandwich. Take a breather. We'll see you some other time. Is there anything else I haven't done up here? I don't know. I'm gonna just go where the trail's leading me. That's downstairs. Hopefully there'll be a save point near the beginning of the mausoleum. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've thoroughly explored upstairs at this point. The mansion proper. So let's get out of here. So the only loose end remains that in the children's room. All right, popping it in. There we go. Seems ill-advised, but we've seen this door since the beginning. Let's head on in. We've got our 5 shoddy bullets. Was it 5? Okay, it's 5. We got 5 of these. Some of the others. I see an enemy waiting to yap. Is that Jimmy around the corner? Don't take that corner too fast, Caroline. Nope, it's just a door. This is the speed of the remainder of the game. Okay, didn't wanna. Decrepit bathroom. Oh, it's a save point. Did wanna. Ask and ye shall receive. Get some high-powered ammo for our lance thing. Get a save. Man, I always look at bathrooms as a place of respite and, recovery. They call them restrooms for a reason, especially as a husband and a father. So, I'm glad we found this. Let's go ahead and save. Got plenty of save things now to make it through. It's the ammo that I've got to worry about holding up to kill the remainder of the enemies. I don't know how many enemies remain. Alright. Pressing on. Glad I went in that door. What a doozy of a door that was. Oh, I broke my rule. Started sprinting. I see bullets. Can we just... Here, let's try the nail gun. I got so many nails. Missed. I'm just gonna keep shooting him. Or I'll try to crowbar him a little. I'm so far away, though. Turn around, Gina! Sprint! She's still fine, too. Hey, that wasn't bad. I saved some shoddy ammo, even though it took 48 of the others. I'll accept. That's an acceptable L. Okay, we got a door. Check for enemies. We don't have a map. A sign that says, don't come this way. Ew. Yeah, I don't... Is that a scarecrow? I mean, I get it. You didn't need the signs, brother. You ain't got to worry about me going this way. But I'm still... Well, okay, I'm still gonna go this way. Like, who else was coming down here to be like, okay, well... Oh, they try to lure you into a save room there? Is this like developer tricks on... They're like, please don't come this way. Well, and I know there's not a save room here. Let's check the other door first. I'm a little apprehensive to go through that one. Though it's probably the right way, the safe way. Let's get our little shoddy bag out. I need bullets. I need some shoddy bullets. Yeah, this is the mausoleum proper. Those are feet. Hey, y'all can have the bodies. I don't want them. Drop those off at the mortuary. I need your loot, though. Is there any loot? Very unnerving hallway. That's cool. Expected a lot less life in the mausoleum. Oh, this is where they get all their wheelchairs. Oh, there he is. I'm killing everything. There's no value to just dodging and keeping stuff alive, as far as I'm concerned. I'm getting rid of every enemy. Not playing that game until I can't, right? Like, if I run out of ammo, I guess I'll have to start, but yay. Oh, it's my apple holder. That's my apple statue. Ah, this one doesn't look as cool as the other. Well, I guess it kind of does. All right, some shock bullets. Would like shoddy bullets. Both guns work the same. The shotgun just deals more damage up close. Not really sure what I'm working my way towards here. Jesus. I'm thoroughly lost. I have no map. Oh, come on, Gina. Shoot him. I pulled the trigger. Again, health is not a problem. It's really just having the ammo to take this stuff out. He's like, yeah. His middle finger, That one sounds like it's got a heavier step. I'm gonna use all shock on him. Three shocks, get him done. Save a shoddy round. Okay. Oh, and there's shoddy rounds. Hey, look at that. How many are you gonna give me? Hold on, let me reload. Yep. How many was that? 2. 2, okay. Alright, hey. Keep them coming, game. Alright, let's explore the rooms that we've walked through, because I've kind of been just pushing forward, thinking I'd reach like a dead end. Oh, that's the stairwell. Okay. I think I can run now because I think I've cleared them out. And again, having the flashlight on my chest removes some of the fear. Let's read that. What do we got? Carving the golden plate reads, beautiful archangel subtly lifted his finger. Which one? A golden shine from his ring. Oh, it's the pimp Saint Michael. Almost blinded me, and suddenly the gates of hell were wide open only for me. You must feel so special. I guess they're worshiping the opposite of the creator. A big marmol tomb? Is that supposed to say marble? I guess marmol is an Italian word. There's a sculpture of a young woman holding them catapult flowers. We heard of those before. The stench of corpses blends with the aroma of the flowers. Okay. Great. Do I need any of them? So we got a smelly woman. Is that Maria? Hold on. Man, I skipped rooms. And I feel... No, we'll just keep pressing on. We'll get them on the way back. I haven't collected anything of note. We've just been killing things and walking forward. So that's... fine. Yeah, you can have your legs. Don't want them. Do you have shotgun bullets? Wasn't locked. Interesting. Would have assumed that would be locked. Oh, I remember this room. I walked past that. Okay, we've come full circle. Yep. Yep. We've come full circle to the wheelchair room. Yep, killed that guy, went that way, did the thing. Alright, good. So we've closed the gap. We've got to figure out what to do with this podium. Must we preach from the podium? Do we need the apple? Do I have some things that I can use? No. Have we collected anything? No, we haven't collected anything. Is there any ammo in the wheelchairs? Oh, yep, found some lore. Bertram Wildburger, baby. Are we just down here for lore, maybe? Why have they taken me away from what I love the most? Are they testing my determination? The roads to salvation are full of thorns. I have always known that, but I did not expect one of them to pierce through my heart so cruelly. Your death gives me more strength to carry on with my mission. I will see you again soon. Christina. Is he trying to revive? No, that's not even... That can't be Bertram. Bertram was born in 1940, they said. Timeline's a little off. Alright. Because that was 32. He was born in, like, 40-something. Okay, so we almost missed that. Good. Okay, glad I did a sweep. And then this just leads me back to the circle. Oh, Jesus. The door I didn't try yet. Okay, we'll try it now. Hidden meeting chamber. Wow, they got it. They got it. They got the setup down here, huh? Little torture cross boxes. Anybody in here? You can get a... Those chairs don't look comfortable at all. Some sort of heart is placed on a cross. Why? How do you get heart out of that? Looks like just a sack of meat, like a meat sack, a ball sack, a bile sack maybe. A heart. Okay, let's go with that. It doesn't look like a painting. Is this a photograph? No, that's just good art. That's just Da Vinci, baby. Da Vinci can make that art. Oh, save thing. That can't be what the hidden meeting room was for. To get a save thing and a note. Noah. Noah is Maria's father. And he's one of the members of this that's trying to get into this cult with Bertram, I think. For years, I cursed my destiny. I always thought my birthright had been stolen from me when my twin brother did. Oh, he was a twin. Oh, yeah, Methuselah. That's right. Methuselah was his twin. I hated my mother. I hated the doctors. I hated myself the most. We were supposed to tribute our sacred blood to the gods. How did you know that? You were born with him in the womb and then lost him. How do you know what he was meant for? The sect won't sacrifice a single child. They require twin brothers, or our God will be unable to grow. Okay, so on top of being lunatics, they are lunatics who think they need twins, which fits with the whole twin motif that we've been following this whole time. Now I understand. My role in our God's rebirth is not to give my blood, but to lead the Pollock sect. Pollock's... You try it. Pollock sect into his sacred destiny. You say so. That's our first note written in English. Usually it's in Italian or Spanish or something. Alright. Onward, then. Well, pointless room is pointless. We got some lore. So it needs to be twins. So it's not pointless. And I'm guessing that we need to know about putting a heart in one of those crosses on the side. Like in one of these. That's what it looks like it's in. So would they like drain lifeblood in these cross machines? They've got little breathing holes and little arm holes. I don't know. A lot of questions. More questions than answers. Okay. So, and that seems relevant. All right, so we've hit every room in this area. There's Christine. No ammo. We picked shotgun ammo up there. Oh, place to walk that I missed. What do you want? You want my hammer? You want my hammer? No? What would you want? They said the beating heart. I'm gonna pop. You want some morphine? I'm about to hit some. You want some of this? You want some of my morph? Okay, so she's holding her hand out for something. We'll keep that in mind. That adds another puzzle that I've got to keep in the back of my brain. Welcome to the show, y'all. I'm Brockalock. This is Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime. We're playing Tormented Souls. It's a throwback to the survival horror of yonder, of the past. And it's a doozy. It's a contemporary game. This is part 1. They actually made a part 2 that came out last fall. We are learning the story. Okay, let's go back. Oh. Didn't see that before. No way I'm looking inside. Well, be brave, Caroline. You made it this far. Be brave, Gina. Okay, so now we're heading back to the way we started from. We know we need a thing to go in a hand. We've not been through here because they told us not to be. So we're going to try it now. Here goes nothing. You should not have entered here. Well, progress, baby. We got, oh boy, we got a big old puzzle. A doozy of a puzzle. Oh, man. What direction is O? What direction is O? Do they spell west differently? In Italian? Alright, let's read. Oh man, this is gonna break me down. This is the last 2 hours of my stream. Alright, iron door, yes. Understood. Okay, so we've got an iron door, let me guess. Gold door? Gold, I almost said Goldar, like Power Rangers. Golden door. Northeast, south, other. Remaining direction. Other direction. That's beautiful. If you know the others, you just have to assume, right? They're like, you'll figure this one out. Go the other. If we didn't say north, south, or east, it's the other one. That's funny. I'm preparing to start a new adventure. I wish only to find what every ambitious man looks for to escape poverty. That bread, baby. So we go into the golden door? I would say wits come before cash, because if you get the cash, you just blow it if you're not a smart person. Let's see. But it will help you get out of poverty, I suppose. Alright, so golden door. Now what do we have in these? We've got dirt. Basin is filled with earth. That looks like some slime from early 90s Nickelodeon. Basin is filled with water. It's just water. Never mind. It's just green for no reason. These are a bunch of burning cigars or dookies or something. Filled with embers. Okay. And then an empty one. To go with the other direction. And that's the copper door. Alright. What am I doing? That's not helpful at all. Any of that. Let's try a door, though. He said he wants to get out of poverty. Okay. Alright. We did something. Did the signs change? Did the ground rotate, or did I... Because that door was already in the south, but these were different. These were different. The water was... Well, I guess it would have been here. In front of... Oh, my head. Oh, my head. Oh, the pain. Still an iron door. Still a golden door. Let's read them all. Can I reset this if I screw it up? I have fallen into the sea. Okay, we just read the clues and go through the door. It's probably that simple. I have fallen into the sea and never learned to swim. I am 3 feet under the water. My only wish is to have that which we've had all our lives. For now, its absence will kill me. I'm gonna say nothing, which is air. But let's look. Which would be that door. You don't want water, you don't want earth, you don't want... Yeah, that which we've had our whole lives, which now will kill me. I'm gonna go through this door. And assume. I think the directions don't matter. I think the directions are just there. It's just a matter of reading these and picking the clues. I was rescued by a crew of sailors, but we are lost. I long to follow the light of the stars in the Ursa Minor constellation in the night sky. If you know anything about stars, I believe Ursa Minor contains... No, the Dipper has the North Star. One of the Dippers does. Yeah, I don't know what Ursa Minor has. What is it, True North, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so I long to follow the light of the stars in the Ursa Minor constellation in the night sky. So Ursa's a bear, right? Minor means small. Do those things matter? I bet it has something to do with direction now. The North Star. I'm gonna go with North. I'm gonna say it's North. Let's try it and see what happens. Is he a genius? He might be. A furious storm sank the boat. We will soon be fully underwater. In these desperate moments, I focus only on finding something that will keep me afloat. Wood. You want wood out in the, you know, the abyss. You want some wood. Is this the wooden door? Yep. Carry on, my wayward son. I think we're doing it. I am floating alone, adrift in the open sea. I gaze at the horizon, hoping to catch a glimpse of seagulls flying in the sky. Dun, 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 dun. A flock of them, perhaps. Bronze, water, embers, earth, air, gold, iron. What is that? I'm floating alone. That doesn't speak to me. The others seem kind of obvious. Oh, the horizon would be where the sun rises. No, that would be west. But, or it sets in the west, rises in the east. But if you're looking at the horizon, puzzles are so obtuse in this game. All right, so this, yeah, the doors are just saying what they are. We don't need iron. We don't want water. Perhaps we would be looking for Earth, right? Because you're looking at the horizon, waiting for Earth to come over. But because if you see seagulls, that means that there's land, right? Because birds stay close to land. They're not going to be out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, we're going to go with the Earth. We're going to go with the Earth basin. Fingers crossed. I awoke. I think we did it. I awoke on a deserted island. The night draws close, but there is something I must do before darkness falls and the cold pierces my bones. You need a fire, son. Let's start a fire. How many doors must we go through? Is it 8? Is it 9? Is it 12? Days have passed and see no sign of boats on the horizon. I will die here. Tam, what's up? Welcome in. Hey, yeah, so is that primarily the only way you watch gaming on YouTube is through your headset? That's awesome. I've never, like, I have my PSVR too, but I've never actually tried, like, some of those features. I just play the games on it. But that's cool. Days have passed and see no sign of boats on the horizon. I will die here, I'm sure of that. Days have passed and see no sign of boats on the horizon. I will die here, I am sure of that. Before I close my eyes forever, I wish to look towards the setting sun on the horizon once more. We just mentioned it. That's west. This door. Come on, baby. He's a problem solver. Oh, he's a genius. Don't like that, but I'm a genius. That was flawless. That's pretty cool. I don't believe I solved that. That should have gone so horribly wrong, but I got it on the first try without any provocation or service from the internet. All right, we've got our shotty. I have a feeling. What is that? All right. Y'all just sit tight up here. I'm going to come and shoot you in the back. Please don't move. Let's try to get this one first. Maybe he'll just stay there. And somehow he did. The other one better not move while we shock this little fella. Oh my goodness. Didn't move a muscle. Alright. Well, that's... Hey. Thank you for that, game. And I see another one down the corridor. Yak, yak, yak. And then that fella down the hall. We're taking care of business, Yeti. I don't know why they didn't move, but they didn't, and that makes me feel good. Alright, we've got 4 of these dudes. This is the same creature that was... These seem to be locked into place, though, which is nice. This is the creature that was performing that ritual in the operation room, I think it was. Okay, we got a locked gate. 4 of those, a body and a thing, and a dude down this hallway. Oh, it's one of those wall things. Yeah. Okay, good. I can save ammo. Whew. Oh, the old jazz, eh? So, which is your favorite sport, Yeti? Are you a basketball primarily? Or, you know, I know you were big into football. Do you just kind of spread it around to whatever sport's happening at the time? Alright. That was harrowing. After that last ordeal, I needed a breather. Alright, give me something easy. Bunker 3B. We got boobies. Oh boy. Ask and ye shall receive. Tam, you're the best. Alright. Very matronly presentation here. You guys are awesome. Yeah, we'll be adding things to that Discord as we go forward. Shout out to Siphons big time for that and putting that together. Yeah, there'll be things added to that will hopefully advance the channel and make things more enjoyable. As a viewer of Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime over there in the Pixelated Playroom. Okay, I think we finally found a dead end, which I'm hopeful means that we'll get something to backtrack and move on. Give me some ammo, though. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, this looks clear. Room clear. Done a sweep. Caroline with the sweep. They keep giving us these, but none of the shoddy bullets. I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna run out of oh, they gave me shoddy bullets. No, they didn't. It's a journal. A report about the Tismuit tribe. This was the very first one. We haven't picked this one up yet. The Tismuit was an aboriginal tribe discovered in the late 15th century on the islands west of Canada. Who lives west of Canada? They engage mainly in fishing. It is particularly striking that, unlike other aboriginal tribes of the time, the Tismuit carried out sacrificial rituals similar to those of the Mayans or the Incans, or the Aztecs. According to the first explorers sent by John Cabot, the locals sacrificed 2 brothers, twins, to offer their blood to the underground god who, according to legend, would be reborn and bring duality back to the world. The yin and the yang, baby. Duality has always been a huge anything in mythology and folklore. Having good and bad, baby. Evil and righteousness. The yin, the yang, the balance. Can't have God without the devil, and vice versa. Always a big motif in stories and gaming. Don't like the sound effect happening. Found some more lore. What do we got? Bertram. So the twins are 8 years old. He's still been eyeing Anna and Emma. I don't like this guy at all. They run around the place, and the patients and hospital staff pamper them excessively. Our members are getting restless. They believe it is time to use the girls for the sacrifice. Until now, I have been able to ease them by suggesting a date for the ritual. Today, Anna and Emma gave me a pair of slippers they made. It appears Anna made one and Emma the other. Oh, how sweet. That would explain why they are different sizes, but they are comfortable nonetheless. The date of the sacrifice draws near. I cannot sleep. You monster! After getting slippers from those sweet baby angels, how could you do this, Bertram? I hate you more and more as this game goes on. The hazard suits have begun filtering the radiation of the egg. What? Every time more and more... The egg was that thing that they said was a heart hanging on the thing. I bet it was an egg. The thing that looked like a newt sack. Every time, more and more members of the Pollock sect are being contaminated by the strange sickness. First, they become dizzy and vomit. After that, burns appear on their skin, and their behavior becomes violent. They lose the ability to recognize others. The members who are hospitalized are being treated in a hidden room. We tied them down to the beds, but something unexpected starting happening. Patients have merged with the metals around them and the medical equipment. So that's how the enemies in the game were created. I have never seen anything like this before. This phenomenon is related to the radiation of the egg. It is turning them into monstrous beings. So this egg is emanating radiation and fusing people who are dying and afflicted with the radiation to the devices around them and making them into these creatures. So somebody didn't like put these guys in a lab and stick them together. Like that was probably what I was thinking. Is all this some kind of test we meant to overcome this to be saved? You know what, Bertram? I think it's a sign that you need to shut this hospital down and, you know, go fishing. Go learn. Go watch a ball game. Go head out and watch some football, you know? Oh yeah, be sure to like the video. That would help. I don't think I've been doing too much of that, like promoting this time. I've been into the game, Yeti. Yeah, if you like the video, it helps. If you like the live, it's been a quiet night, Yeti. Just kind of in here doing the thing. A syringe filled with blue liquid. I know my brother most likely won't be coming around tonight. You know, prior engagement. Saturdays tend to be my slowest, you know, stream times for some reason. Mondays and Thursdays tend to be when people get in because I guess they're just trying to detox from the day. But Saturday, most people already have stuff to do. I don't know. I'm still here, gaming away. But yeah, if you could, like the stream. And I know you all are already subscribed. And if anyone else is here that I don't notice, please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Never hurts for me to say that out loud. I've already gotten a couple tonight. One set me off earlier in the evening because of my Streamlabs sound effect. Got me and Siphons pretty good. All right, I think I've got this room situated. So now we have a blue. Was that the antidote? I know there was an antidote. Yes, it is. Okay. Who do I use this on? Myself? Or one of the children, perhaps. If we find Anna. Is that what she wants to hold? The statue may want to hold that? Okay. Well, we needed it for something, I presume. So, we're done in here. I think I've read everything that needs reading. Picked up everything needs picking up in. You know, if you're gonna surround yourself in your office in your hidden chamber with statues, I guess this is the way to do it. They're shiny too. Yikes. Alright. Heading out. So all that for the antidote, which I don't know what to do with. I'm gonna try putting it in the hand of that statue. Checking for loot. And I think at this point, that means we've pretty much searched every nook and cranny down here. How many shotgun bullets? 3 shotgun bullets. Yikes. There might have been another door up here. Fingers crossed. So that was our save door. And that was the way we got in. Okay. Well. Yeah, let's go to the statue and try to put the antidote on. Yeah, Saturday one day will be the night to be here. Yeah, you know, just keep plugging away. You know how it's been. I'm just, you know, my thing is consistency. I like doing the games. What kind of verifications, Tam? What do you do for the Discord or? Oh, did I go in this room? Is this a room? Oh, I don't know. I didn't know there were that many. I just kind of popped in and there it was. Okay, let's speak at the podium. No, there is no speaking. Still looking fabulous up there. Okay. To the statue. Put the thing in the hand. Try not to run out of bullets. This wouldn't make sense, but I'm gonna try it. No. I don't know what this lady wants. Need some WD-40. We tried the hammer. Let's listen to your heart. Maybe she doesn't want anything. Maybe she just exists in nature. Well, in that case, what am I doing next? Let's go find the old father. Maybe he'll have some advice for me. I think I've exhausted every place to go down here. Beautiful archangel subtly lifted her finger, golden blindly suddenly the gates all were open. Yeah. Okay. This room was a room of the hidden meeting chamber, yeah. At least they don't make me go through the other stuff to get back to that other room. Can I move that? Can I? I must have missed something. Have to have missed something. Oh yeah, yeah, that could be an issue through VR. Tricky. Still getting all the kinks out of VR in a lot of ways. Some people just aren't on board. I think it's one of the finest ways to experience new gaming media because they're, you know, when they get it right. I think some developers are trying too hard with VR. Just make a cool game where I'm in VR. Like Resident Evil gets it right because they don't try to over VR it, you know. They keep it to the game, but you can hold the gun. That's about it. You don't really have to do much more than that. Just let me exist in the world with the headset on and play the game. I'll play with a controller. Like Gran Turismo 7 is a good example of that, where it's like it's fine because you're driving a car with a controller, but it's still cool because you're in the car. But I think a lot of game developers try too hard with VR to make everything VR like inside the game. You gotta pull this and push this, and it just makes it too obtuse to be fun. You lose the fun aspect to go for the VR aspect, and I've already been this way. I thought there'd be something new there. Alright, let's go find... The last time we saw the father, he was up in the... we had stapled his arm on. But maybe he's still chilling up there. We gotta be on the lookout for Martha, who can jump us at any moment. Hang in there, pal. Not gonna mess with you. Just going through. Gotta go find the father. This way. Father, you have any shotgun bullets? Oh, he's not here. Oh, he is here. Sir.
Where can I find Dr. Williams' office?
Been there.
You can.
Thank you, Father.
Come on, you ain't got nothing new? After all this time? I need new info. I've exhausted all my options here of things I can do. We got an antidote that I don't know what to do with. We've got, okay, let's see. We've used the 2 VHS tapes to their extent. We got the WD-40, use that, tape. Used the disc, got in the office. Put the eye in the thing, got the last thing, got downstairs. Let's go back downstairs. Maybe there's something I'm not doing. I wonder what happens if I run out of ammo. You have to fight a boss. Oh well. Gonna be staple gun or nail gun in them. Okay. I don't think we can go this way because the door locked. Yes, we can. Which one, Yeti? What's in VR? I've got quite a bit of VR games on the old PSVR too. I love them. All right, there's little dangly boy. Can't go that way. Gotta go the other way. Shortcut. Head back to his office. Nothing here to do. Serious Sam. Yeah, no, I've never played the one in VR. I think it is on. Yeah, I've seen it on the store on PlayStation. But I've never tried it. I could imagine it's a blast. Serious Sam's always been good fun. Some blasting. I think we got rid of Maria. I don't know that anything's going to be up here. I think I need to continue. There's Maria. We did not get rid of Maria. Or Martha. Martha is still here. Searching vigorously for us. Don't know what to do to get... There's that last thing in the children's room. Is that new? Oh, that's just... No, we did this. We did. Okay. William, speak to me. Nope, nothing. Okay. We opened that. We went down there. We got the key card. We came out. It's got to be in the basement. The only thing left is that one thing that has like a moon shape. Got to be. Let's do it to it. Yeah, Serious Sam's a doozy. VR, I would... So Madison is a game in VR that I've made it maybe an hour in, and I can't. In VR, it's just too intense. But I made it through Village and, you know, Resident Evil 7 back on the old PSVR. I can play some horror in VR, but Madison's just... It's too close. It's in your face, and it's just the atmosphere is too crazy. I I need a game to kind of be separate from reality, and VR, hence the name, makes it a little too close sometimes. Like the Walking Dead game's really fun, Saints and Sinners, and that's not too bad. It's still jumpy. I jump more in that game when I get shot by bullets than I do from the zombies, because the headset shakes and it makes you feel like something's actually assaulting you. Alright, let's go back. I don't want to save. No, we don't need to go in there. Alright, what have I missed? Have I missed a door? Have I missed? We went through that crazy elaborate setup in here. Can't do anything with him. There's nothing on this side, just a wall. Bust in here. Let's see what I missed. In the passage. Shouldn't matter. I don't have to go through all the weird, crazy doors again. Could have been something in here. Anything to pull, anything to yank, anything to bop, anything to tug. Again, this game's length isn't in its stuff to do, it's in the figuring out of the doing of the stuff. Said it before, I'll say it again. I'm gonna walk a little closer to the ladies, just to see if there's loot on them. No. Suits of armor. Is there a candle I can light? Oh, The Exorcist. Yeah, I'd like to try that one. There's two, and there's also a Paranormal Activity game. Oh, that one game, Paradise Hotel, something, Propagation Paradise Hotel, something like that. That one's really good. I haven't finished it. Super creepy, but I could imagine The Exorcist was, oh, man. And again, in VR, if you've never played VR, you can't know how. I try to explain to people how VR is, and there's just no way to do it justice. You just have to play and be inside of it. Yeah, all this room had was the antidote, no other things. And I'm sure the antidote is important, but it doesn't allow me to progress. Okay, so back to here. You know, Siphons, I've often thought of a VR stream. I actually did one. Well, I didn't do a stream. I did. Maybe I did. I think I did it on Twitch. I have a Twitch. It's, I think my tag for it somewhere here. I think it's just Brockalock or Brockalock 1. I actually have a Twitch. Maybe in the future I'll go over. I just switched to doing YouTube exclusively just because I like the platform. I already had subscribers here, so I felt like it would be easier to keep a foothold. But I did the Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge or whatever. I played some of that on there. And I don't know, it could be good, but it's hard to get the visual right. And then you just see me flopping in the camera. I think there's some fun to be had there for sure, watching me panic. So yeah, possibly. Yeah, I definitely need to look into getting my Twitch going. I was just trying a singular focus approach, get the YouTube up and running pretty solid, and then, you know, when I'm trying to broaden the audience, which I guess you're always trying to broaden the audience, bring Twitch back into it. I had like, you know, 20, 30 followers on there. So it was starting to grow, but I don't know. My priorities just weren't there when I started that, and now I'm neck deep, so I think I will. Yeti, I get that totally. Like, you just need a breather. You need something pleasant to distract you from the horror. I'll do that in my play sessions with VR, like, you know, when I was going through Resident Evil Village, like, then I'd hop over to something, you know, like Stilt or some collectathon or like Max Mustard, just to ease myself back down, do some walkabout mini golf. Okay, so maybe these flowers are relevant because they're starting to be on the floor out here. I need to find a way to progress. I was doing good. Is doing really well. She mentioned something about holding up a ring. My progress has halted tremendously. She mentioned a ring on the statue here, or on the thing here. I can't do anything with the statue other than look at it. I'll come back to you, statue. The planters are full of freshly cut catapult. Yep, we know it's got the catapult flowers. Is that something to do with the smell? Keeps the smell of the bodies down. We saw that. Now speak to me. Carving on the golden plate reads, the beautiful archangel subtly lifted his finger. Golden shine from his ring almost blinded me, and suddenly the gates were wide open. So I think I need to put something golden on a finger. Are you the archangel, good sir, right here? You must be. Do I have anything gold that I can slip on your finger? That seems to be the answer. Oh, there we go, yeah. Can I just pull his finger? Pull my finger! It was just small. Oh, he's a genius. Okay. Not even that obtuse. Just pull his finger. Get him to fart, and we're in. Okay. Good stuff. You know, sometimes it just takes running in circles for 45 minutes, and you're in the sewer. Bippity-boppity. Okay, okay. Alright. A new area, new things to shoot, running out of bullets. Let's switch to the other one. I have plenty of bullets for my shotgun. And by plenty, it's 8. But that's enough to kill some stuff. I don't know if there's a point where I have to start thinking about preserving ammo, but I just... Well, you hear the thudding footsteps. Maybe I can preserve the ammo, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just kill. Come and get it, buddy. Not gonna do it, huh? Alright, well, let me just explore then. Alright, well, if you're not gonna try anything, I won't try anything, pal. Give me this gas mask. When he goes back, I'm gonna check that right corner. Since, you know, hey, you don't bother me, I won't bother you. Like a snake in the wilderness, son. Get my journal. Alright, Bertram, speak to me. That's the statue we saw earlier. Members of the sect are getting restless. We have fewer twin babies often. Our attempts to force conception. So I've already read this. This is the same one we read earlier. Okay, repeat. For nothing. Oh no. Just run past him. We don't need this in our lives. I'm not gonna waste that bullet. Reading documents. Anna's diary. Sometimes I dream at night. Oh, dang, Tam Tam. Hopefully you made it through that. Can be a doozy, those captchas. We're real. They won't believe us, though. Sometimes I dream at night. In my dreams, the wind dances with the smell of flowers and caresses my face. The afternoon sun paints the clouds behind the mountains in sepia and lilac tones. My heart fills with joy. I'm standing on a beautiful balcony full of plants and flowers, all of them full of life. I go back inside the room and see the wall covered with gorgeous green wallpaper. The place smells wonderfully of lavender. There's a big mirror. I go to it slowly, unable to resist the curiosity. Reflection appears in the glass. That's me, but not exactly. The person in the reflection has clean and treated hair. Her smooth skin glows with a slight tan. Her lips are as red as fruit. Ripe fruit. I admire her for a few moments with nothing but envy, and suddenly my chest tightens. Rage poisons my blood, eyes turn red, and giving in to the murder instinct, I hurl myself to the neck of that person. That is jealous, girl. Is it your twin sister? That person's, yeah, it's her twin, but it's the mirror. But whose confused eyes betrayed me betray her as an imposter. I feel the pressure of the blood on her carotid artery through my fingers. Her mouth tries to articulate a word, but I push even harder. I'm afraid of what she might say, so I push some more. I wake up in the dark, soaking in sweat. Sound of sewer water and the air currents. So she wanted to kill her sister, but her sister was already dead, and they said she did it. So I think she's just wearing that in her time in prison. Okay, and she smells lavender. Well, there it is. There's a door. Seems important. A walking area. He did not follow me down the stairs. That's good. Okay, let's go to the walking area before we hit the door. Oh, wrong way. I guess they're just gonna keep the band playing for that other guy, since I didn't finish him off. Ammo, shoddy ammo. I need to know how much it gives me, so I have 2. 6. Oh, we're in business. Oh, sweet dream come true. And then we've got another door. So we're going to backtrack, get the other... Or is that even a door? No, we're not going to mess with that yet. 6 bullets, you sweet bullets. We got a book back there to read. Alright, we've got 2 doors to open. Hopefully find more ammo somewhere. Can't reach the booklet. Probably that door. I am locked in now. It's at that part of the game where you feel the end of the game coming, and so you don't want to just end it, but you also want it, you know, you're working towards it. There it is. We just missed that walkway. Oh no, the child doodling in blood. All right, she's been overtaken by madness. We must save her. That's a dude. Did I need to do that? I did. Okay. Progress. We're draining the swamp, baby. Found a door to the bunker. Okay. Cleared this way. Got 2 doors I have not been in. I don't want to go down there yet. Let's check the 2 doors I have not been in. This was one of them right here. This was the first one. It's unlocked. Where does this take me? The pumping room. Oh. Oh, no. No Tyrant. No Martha. We don't need Martha at a time like this. Alright, the pumping room was from long, long ago. Yeah, okay, I know where I'm at now. Couldn't get through that door. Thought it was somewhere that I... This is from underneath... This is underneath, William's office. I believe. Yep, there's William's office. So we got a shortcut back to William's office, if need be. Which I imagine the need will be. Okay. That one guy must have reset. There's another door this way. We'll check that. Glad I went back for that. Alright, check it out. Sewer storage room. Yes! A sweet save room with a mirror. Oh no. Cool. And another hour. Take a nap, but don't take a bath. Just a nap. Who was living here? We got a safe. Alright, let's crack it. Get the WD-40 and the hammer. Well, no crap, it doesn't fit. That wasn't the goal here, Gina. I was trying to grease up the... I did spray the wrong side. Nope. Okay. Okay. It seems broken. You can't move it. I bet I have to go in the past. Or in the mirror. It's probably in the mirror. And then open it. We got a skin water wheel over here. Somebody got bat-winged. Vikings used to do that. What do they call it? The red something, red dragon. Emma, don't come to the vault. Save yourself from hell. So, what a warning. Is that Emma? Yikes. Got another one of those. Don't need it. Journal. Need it. Grandfather came to my prison with a revolver in his hand. When I turned to him, he stepped back but kept the gun level. You were alive. After all these years, you were alive. I was stunned. It was him, really him. The man who had imprisoned me and left me forgotten all these years. I wanted to throw myself at him, but he had the gun pointed at me, and I knew better than anyone the terrible physical condition my imprisonment had put me in. This is very fortunate. I will finally have the Wildberger twins together. Once Anne arrives, I will finally open the vault and gain access to the temple. Just a little longer, my child. Just a little longer. After that, he walked out without turning back. I followed him to the exit, but as expected, he had locked it. Blood Eagle. That's it. Yes. Oh no, Yeti. Best baths will live on. Earlier, there was a room with 6 bathtubs in it. I was like, it's heaven for Beth right here. She's found her. If we wondered what happened to her after the events, there she was in a room with 6 bathtubs. This is the last thing I will write. I have been a prisoner, not a poisoner, a prisoner down here all these years. But if he thinks he has control of it, he's wrong. To open the temple entrance, he needs a set of twins to offer themselves to retina scanners. He needs the 2 of us, Emma and me. He will not use my eyes. I will stop him. The blade is red hot. I have to do this. Okay, so I'm guessing the youngster burned her own eyes out. Emma, if you ever read this, do all you can to survive. Live a normal life. Oh, I figured it out. I'm Emma, which we kind of speculated at the beginning. I'm guessing my eye is screwed up because they took it, or I don't know. She woke up with her eye gouged out, so maybe they tried to take it for the ritual. Live a normal life, forget about me, and if you see Father, do not tell him that I was locked down here all these years. What I'm about to do to myself, I do not want him to see me like that. Let this be my last decision, the final decision I made for myself. That is definitely Anna right there then. But, because it doesn't have eyes. Maybe it's not, but I'm going to guess it is. Don't know why she's flayed.
Don't come to the vault. Save yourself from hell.
But I'm going to go out on a limb and say Caroline is the Emma that
It's
went
only
off.
for Emma, one of the missing twins.
I'm guessing she didn't die like they said when her and Emma or Anna fell down the ledge and
It may be
they said she was
possible that
dead.
One of the girls is inside the vault.
I think I'm Emma. Speculation running rampant, but I think that's where we're at. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna save. I think it's prudent. I got plenty of save things at this point. We're so close to the end of the game. I think it's a good idea to do that. Boom. Alright, into the mirror we go. Hopefully there's only... Okay, can't go in the mirror. Smash it. Okay, don't do that. There was something earlier about a mirror. First of all, we're a vampire. Oh, my lighter. That's right. We had to do that earlier in the game. Can't believe I screwed that up. Almost. Coming in hot, baby.
What is this?
3 of me talking? That's a nightmare.
This is hundreds of miles away from the mansion.
Yeah, the sound of heaven. Yeah, for sure. If they were all in sync, I could imagine it not being that bad. But if I am like off a little in each one, that's probably the most miserable torture you could subject yourself to, Tam Tam. But enjoy it, you know, enjoy it while it lasts. And once it's over, be glad it is. What? Is this my room? But this is hundreds of miles away from the mansion. Hey, I'm right.
How can this be possible?
And I've got a picture of another girl who isn't me on my wall and a dog. Okay, so we just traveled to Caroline's own room. Let's read your diary. My diary. It happened again last night. I had that nightmare, the one where I fall into the void, squeeze my eyes tight, and an icy cold hits my back. When I finally open my eyes, I see dirty water running through stone channels and pipes leading down endless tunnels with arched ceilings. I see shadowy human silhouettes and misshapen heads projected onto moldy walls. A man in a radioactive suit grabs my arm and with a guttural roar yells, "Let the ritual begin." I wake up drenched in a fetid sweat, take the sheets off my body, and put my feet on the floor, only to discover that it too is wet. Chiwi-weed. I turn on the lamp to find a room not my own, the walls dirty, and the window that faces the street now the mouth of a dark tunnel where sewage flows. I get up, numb. A stream of putrid cold air hits me, and when I look at my reflection in the mirror, I see myself, but dressed in rags. My hair, dirty and matted, confused and scared. It is me, or so it seems, but there is something in her eyes that I do not recognize. The person on the other side of the mirror stretches out her arms and grabs me by the neck. You left us here. Hey, Emma, or Anna, don't be mad that I got out and lived a normal life and you left, got stuck in a cell with Bertram. I wake up back in my room. The light from the street lamps enters through the window, silhouetting the leaves and plants. I slowly remove my hands from my neck, and the TV turns on. I pinch myself to make sure that at this time I am awake. The dial turns to the right, and at that time to the left. TV showing seemingly random images, but always the same. This is it. We have figured it out. I'm Emma. Anna is my sister. What, you didn't think the creepy dolls were a tip-off? You kept those and you had them and you didn't think maybe I'm involved with some twin madness? 6, how does that even happen, Tam Tam? What, how many phones do you have? I'm not opposed to it, but how does that occur? I bet it's the sound of madness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. 6 Brockalocks talking at once, so now you gotta talk more. Oh, we're missing a TV dial. Alright, let's find the dial. She said it turns to the left, sometimes to the right. You know, Emma, or Caroline, I must say, kind of a boring room. I expected more from you. It's kind of hipstery. It's a bright day outside. I really want to break that big mirror behind me and escape through this window, but I can't. There's something that just won't let me. That is true. It's my closet. I don't feel like changing. No, I like what you got on. It's fine. Let's go. I can't leave until I learn more about it. Well, we're not leaving. We're just checking another room. Okay, maybe I don't have the dial that I need. I might have to leave the mirror and come back, because there was other places I could go. Yeah, for real. How bright, how close is the sun? Golly. I know some people love the sunlight, but you're going to need some blackout curtains for that. That's a no-go. How do you sleep? How do you sleep in this house? Even at night. I bet the moonlight is vicious. Alright, what do I do? She can't smash the mirror. She says she wants to smash the mirror, but she can't. Let's leave. I don't have a TV dial. Maybe we find it down here. And then have to come back into here. Maybe this is it. Can we just take that one? Hit it. Staple it. Hit the hammer. Hit the thing. Okay. Alright, maybe that is useless to us. I really don't want to go down into the sewer, but I seem to have nothing I can do here. There's a safe I can't seem to open. A TV dial I can't put on a TV that because I don't have it. Do you have the TV dial, Anna?
Don't.
Anna? No.
It may be possible that
It's inside the vault. Alright, let's get inside the vault. We know what we must do with our limited ammo that we have. Alright. We've explored all avenues of escape. Get down in here. We know how to get out if we need to. There is a quick way out with the door over here to William's office. He said as he runs the wrong way and forgets how to get out. So we never have to go back upstairs, which I'm doing right now. Don't do that. Wow. Do I even listen to myself here? Come on. Alright. You absolutely should, Tam Tam. Tamity Tam 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 Tam. Tam doing what Tam does. You're gonna blow something. I'll try to keep the volume down, but I do tend to have a loudness to my voice. Hey, this is a Saturday night right here. Rotten corpses are scattered all over. They were submerged under the water this whole time. That Siphons, that's been the progression. He went from trying to log into the Discord to 6 of me in somewhere in his vicinity. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. TV dial. Okay, we don't have to go in. It just happened to be sitting right here near the thing I don't want to go in. Alright, so let's go figure out the TV dial stuff before we enter the finale room. Because I think that's the retinal scanner. Yep, retina scanner. Yeah, your face, Gina. You're Emma. Stick your own stupid head into it. But you know what? We'll be back. Let's go to the TV dial, solve the puzzle. I'm guessing we're going to need somebody else's eye to do this. Because it's got 2 scanners. Caroline, you're not very bright. And I'm not saying that as... That's not an opinion. You know, that's not a slam. I'm stating a fact that I've observed in my time with you. You're not very bright. the things you say, coupled with the things you do, indicate that of a person who is not very bright. And it's okay. It's okay, Caroline. You can exist in a world where you're not very bright, and I control you because you don't know how to do it yourself. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. And we're just gonna leave it there. But I know you're not very bright. I'm comfortable with that assessment of you. And let's just beat the game. Alright, we've got our TV thing. Back in the mirror. Solve the puzzle. Get in the bunker. Beat the game. Man. Oh, Maya? Maya has... You know, Siphons, I have to give the advantage to Caroline. As much as I just bashed her. Not even a bash. That wasn't a bash. Again, it was just a fair assessment based on my observations. Maya is completely defenseless. It's the most helpless, and but then she rescued 5 of her friends. So if it's like a fist fight, maybe Maya could come out on top. She's good at opening doors. She's got the dexterity to get the keys in and out of the lock. So maybe she could get, you know, if you just pretend there's no keys in her hand, she could throw some jabs. Well, Caroline though can swing a crowbar, and if she can swing a crowbar, she could probably throw some double axe handles, you know, with the 2 fists together. Maybe a clubbing forearm. So I don't know, you know. I think that yeah, I think that's a good call, Yeti. I think that's what we're gonna do and leave it there for the beginning of next one. Oh, I gotta turn it on. Also yin and yang. Let's see here. No, that's dice. He said something about turning it left and right in the puzzle. Nope. But yeah, I think Caroline takes it. You know, you don't have to be smart to be a someone who can throw a beat down, you know. It helps maybe to have some, you know, awareness and foresight. All right, I got to read the file to solve this puzzle. So close to the end here. All right, the diary was not important. Yeah, this was just story reveal. It was Anna's diary, little kid diary. Yeah, I think that's a good call, Yeti. We're gonna solve this, figure out how to get into the door, and then save, and that'll finale the next stream, and then we'll lead into 99% sure Code Veronica is gonna be my next playthrough for Lisa and crew. I think that's a firm next playthrough. That game I have a lot more familiarity with, so I'm not saying it's going to be much quicker than this one, but it'll be less fumbling through the dark. I know the way through that game, and it'll be less trial and error. All right, Little Kid Diary. Which one is the Little Kid Diary? Anna's diary, right there. Okay, last page. Grandfather came with a revolver. You're alive. I want to throw myself. Very fortunate. After that, he walked out. That's the last thing, all right. No, she tore her own eye out. If you ever read this, no, was it on? Oh, it's on this side. 28436. It was in that thing. The blade is red. The moment's come. If you ever read this, please. 28436. I swear somewhere it talked about turning the TV dial left and right. Maybe it was somebody else's diary. No, because Gina. Was it your diary? No, because you only had one page in your diary, Gina. Or Caroline. The dial turns to the right and at times to the left, the TV showing seemingly random images but always the same. Okay, so I have to figure out how would I know? Is there something in the room that would indicate kitty, the same picture twice, a building, a dog? Was there something in her? Here, let's turn that off. Let's turn that thing off while I figure this out. Image to image. Yeah, so maybe like, well, because if I go left and then right, it kind of just goes back and forth between two. So I gotta figure out. Oh, maybe the number. You're right. You mad genius, Yeti. All right, let's see. Hold on. See, told you this. This is a stream of geniuses. Our powers combined. We are Captain Genius. Bertram. No, not that one. This one. Which one had it? Anna's. Anna's had the safe. So the safe said 28436. Well, there's not that many. Hold on, let me see what is on the dice. 8 legs. 8 legs. 5, 9. That's 10. 4. 2. 3. Maybe 6 because of... Okay, let's see. Here we go. 2. 8. 4. Ah, dang it. 3, 6. That would have been it. Okay. Let's get it to the yin yang. 2. 8. 4. 3. Maybe this would have been 6. Oh, that would have been 4. Duh, Brock, you idiot. 2. 8. 4. 3. 6. Thank you, Yeti, for your contribution. Oh, it just exploded in my eyes. I'm blind now, so now instead of Cyclops, they're gonna call me I don't have a nickname for somebody with no eyes. But we got the medallion. Does this go in that thing? We need the moon. There was a moon shape. That we had to stick. So maybe the moon is the alternative. All right, before we go downstairs, we have to go back to the child's bedroom. And this makes sense. And that's probably how we find our way into the retinal scanner. Okay, good call. Is the safe open? That is the other question. Would the safe now be open in the other room? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Open sesame. The moon. Okay. We know what to do with the moon. Let's go do the thing with the moon. Oh, we're figuring it out. That was a beautiful call, Yeti. Beautiful indeed. Got that progress. All right, let's go up to William's office, which is through here. Climb the hatch. And then we will press on towards the finale at the beginning of next episode. Oh, nope, not tonight. Not tonight, Martha. Not tonight. If anyone missed why I do that, it's because when there's a tyrant-like creature named Martha that chases us. So if you hear that music change, it means she's in the room. If you just leave and come back, she disappears. Yeah. You like that? Yeah. No, I remember you mentioned something about modding, and I was like, and I hadn't thought of it, but that last stream, I could have used one. I realized in that last one what the use of that is, and no obligation, right? Like I have no expectation or am asking you or Siphons to do anything, but you have a power to do it now if you happen to be here. No obligation to be at any of my, I'm not asking that. I would never. But if you happen to be in and somebody's causing a ruckus, you can just thump them out of here. It just seemed like a nice thing to have. I'll probably give my brother the same power the next time he's here. He couldn't be here tonight due to some previous obligations, but yeah, I think it's nice to have some people around that can do that just to, keep things smooth. But obviously no obligation to ever be here. If you just happen to be here and mod abilities are necessary, well, now there it is. You got the power to do what feels right. I have a modicum of trust for the two of you, so there you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, I wasn't even sure. I remember when you mentioned it, and I was like, I don't know. I never thought about needing a mod, and at first, it seems like I've got enough time to play and read the chat, but even that last stream, it wasn't super busy in the chat, but there was a lot going on, and it was hard for me to keep up. So I'm trying to play, and like a lot of things were happening between the two streams, and I was like, maybe this is what it's for. So yeah, cool. All right, we're gonna combine our two medallions. I think that's what's going to be needed here. Yep, boom. Resident Evil problem-solving skills in full effect. Now we combine... We already did it. How do we use it? Just use it, Gina. There we go. Boom. Another room? This is the kind of house I want. A room with, like, little secret rooms that no one... Let's see. She walks in triplets. Did you hear that? Dun, dun, dun. And then pause. Sweet. The memories are flowing back, Emma.
My head. What is this? I know this song. I know it. It's the song my sister and I used to listen to when we were children. My sister Anna.
I knew it.
I remember.
I remembered before you did, Emma. That's how... Well, everything I said before, I stand behind.
Fell from the bridge 14 years ago.
You don't say, eh?
All this time, I've kept the traumatic memories hidden inside my head.
Hey, music.
This song has set them free.
Music is the key. Watch Stranger Things. Running up that road, baby.
Anna, you have
Kate
been
Bush.
alone in the dark this whole time. I don't know if you are still there, but I promise I will do everything in my power to find you.
No, Emma, we do know. She was in a cell, remember? You poured the stuff on the thing and let her out. I mean, we don't know where she is now, so, okay, I get that. All right.
It's time to find out what's behind the vault door in the sewers.
I would imagine it's, you know, some vault dwellers in blue and yellow jumpsuits. Maybe, you know, dog meat or whatever the puppy's name was. An overseer. A lot of time playing with this dollhouse. All right, so the memories have flooded back for sweet Emma / Caroline here. We've got the last diary entry, it looks like, of Anna. Mother told us to stay away, but we didn't listen. They investigated the forest next to the main garden. Curious when they heard hitting and screaming sounds. Got scared, asked Emma to go back to the house. She insisted on seeing where the noise was coming from. She went ahead and I followed. Within a glade, we discovered 3 men in full-body outfits. They stood under huge rocks carved with symbols and were using hammers to hit a large red-stained bag. Oh, somebody owed them money. They were putting the beat down on a creditor or a creditee. One of them poured some liquid over the bag, and maybe. It still could be. They're the mafia. That's it. Hey, the bag started to move with more force. I got scared and snapped the twig I was holding. Why were you holding a twig? The men looked in our direction and pointed toward us. I took Emma by the wrist and ran. Did I skip one? I didn't. We broke through thorny bushes all the time, listening to the men's fading shouts. Finally, we made it to the mansion, but the pretty dresses Mother had made were ruined. And then she got mad, and we read that in Maria's journal. So that's what they were up to the night that happened. Oh, we got a key. Oh, we got a fish hook. Okay. Alright, well that's nifty. Is that gonna be useful for something? Yep, listen to it. So we got us a fish hook. Good, good. We're gonna go fishing in the sewers, maybe? Gonna go do a little... Oh, missed that. I used to find this two-headed doll amusing. Now it's just creepy. Yeah, you have one in your room. You still keep it, even though you don't like it. Got it. That makes about as much sense as everything else you've done, Caroline. Okay, so the room was for 2 kids, not just one. Anna and Emma. Hence the 2 beds, I guess. We should have seen that coming. But you're Caroline and you're also Emma. Okay. All right. So we've got a fish hook now. And we've got... Nope. That's a good question. At dead of night, extreme mode. I might do it. Let me, next stream, I'll finish this game. And then I want to get, I think I want to get Code Veronica started. And then I may do it in the middle, you know, do like a way to break up that game. Depending on how smoothly it goes. If I'm cruising, I might knock that one out in, 2 or 3 streams. I'd say within a couple weeks, Tam. But between now and, Resident Evil Requiem coming out. But I can't say for sure. I think I want to play these two games by ear and see where I get, and then go from there. All right, twinsies. So we've got a fish hook. We've got retina scanners. I think what I'll do here is I'll go save in the basement sewer. Oh, William. Never mind. The plot thickens. William is gone. I was gonna do William. What? He's up and about. I mean, he didn't look dead. He said he drank poison, but you can never tell, right? Like, you just drank some stuff. Who knew? Alright, so we mash the button, we get a tape. Oh, we get a tape. Now, okay, I won't ask questions. I do want to know where William is, though. The dentist's room, which is from the very beginning of the game. 11/06/94, that's right around now. Because now is like late 94, early 95. Yeah, tape at the end, baby. Let's go run this tape. Let's see, where am I at? I'm in this room. This door goes out to... Yeah, and the tape's right down the hall. Please don't be in here, Martha. Okay, good. Tape down here in this room. We're gonna pop the tape in. And this will wrap things up. I'm guessing we use the fish hook in the VCR with the tape. I mean, not obviously in the VCR, but let's see what it... Oh, we did look at it. It says dentist room. We're going to need the fish hook in the dentist room to pull somebody's tooth out, to get another eyeball to open the retinal scanner. That's my prediction. That's how obtuse these games. Oh, boy. Oh, he's in the chair. Okay. 6 feet? Is that just, like, basically, you know, imprison you in your own home? 6 feet? We got, like, an inch the other day. That was fun. That was the first time this... We've had 2 snows this year, and that was the one. The other one was 2 days ago, and it didn't even stick to the ground. 94. Yeah, 94 was a year, though, man. That was 4th grade for me. It's a fine 4th grade year. I was starting to grow a little and stretch out from my youngness, become a little taller, a little more capable of athletics. 94, baby. Had a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis by that point. Junior high. All right. Yeah. Middle school, I think. Yeah, I would have hit that in like early 96. Man. What a time. The old 90s. Everything I had on was neon, or it had Ninja Turtles or Mario on it. It still does. Not these, but I still got mostly a lot of Mario and Ninja Turtle clothes. Some things never change. All right. Hey, you like what you like, and you stick to it. Okay, so the thing was in the image. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do something with that corpse. And this is 90... So this is right before I got here. This body appears to have been operated on multiple times. Doesn't even look human anymore. Who is doing this? Great question. Great question. Okay, let's check this door. Moving on. A fanny pack. And where else you gonna keep your stuff? Your pockets? No. You gotta have it on a little pouch outside. It did, didn't it? Yeah. Like a trapper keeper. Alright, this is the hallway you can't get to because it's broken up on the floor there in the present time. And if this is so close to the present, it makes me wonder what actually happened there. This is the bathroom we started the game in. Are we about to find out something about ourselves? William's last diary entry. Late last night, someone broke into the mansion. This is 12 December 94. This is like right around the time this game is taking place, right before. A young and reckless woman. I do not know what brought her here. Oh, it's me. He's talking about me. So this is the time. I hit her over the head with a lead pipe. Yep, that's exactly what happened at the beginning of the game, which I admit was unwise. Had I hit her much harder, she would not have survived, and a potential test subject would have been wasted. So he didn't even recognize me as his own daughter, but he yapped me, much like Jimmy. She is now unconscious with assisted ventilation. I felt it necessary to make her nude and lay her in the tub. Once she is stabilized, I will inject her with Maria's blood. I am close to finding the cure. Wait for Maria just a little longer. So did he actually inject me yet? Or what is that a picture of? Edgard Wilson. I have finally created an antidote that works. It eliminates the sickness in just a few seconds, and which I now have an injector of the antidote. The subject returns to natural due to the damage inflicted on the body because of the sickness. However, the subject will inevitably die of multi-system failure after mere moments. After 14 years of research, that is the best he can do. At last, I will be able to bid farewell to dear Maria. I hope that in the few seconds of clarity the cure will provide, you will be able to tell me who did this to you and what happened to our girls. She did, by the way. I will tell. We read that in his last entry, number 8. I will test the antidote for the last time on a subject I've been keeping in the restroom on assisted ventilation. First, I must inject her with Maria's blood and wait for the sickness to spread. I must have patience. I have waited so long for this, I can wait a little longer. So he was going to inject me. Well, joke's on you, fool. I got the antidote. So, can I inject myself with the antidote? Do I need to? Did he ever make it that far in the process? Let's find out. Let's go in the restroom. I bet we're going to get a clue here as to how our adventure started. Am I going to see myself laying on a bed, in the tub, I mean? Uh-oh, I might have to flick it off because there's boobies. That's crazy. There's only so many days in the year, you know? It's always crazy, though, when the coincidences line up. I've seen October 8th in games. Was it The Evil Within? There's some game where something, or maybe The Last of Us, there's like something catastrophic. It's me. I might have to edit. Have to reach over and hit my webcam button, my face cam button, depending on how this goes. At the beginning, we got full frontal, so I had to be quick on the draw. I don't know. Okay, so we're good. She's got 2 eyes. We're fine. What? What? Isn't he afraid she might drown? I mean, I know he's got the ventilator going there, but... Here, well, help yourself. Take that thing out. Go fishing. Okay. Cut it out of her mouth. All right, that seems. But no, I woke up with it in my mouth. She took her own eye. No, why? You already have the eye. Just go look at it. Gina, come on. Okay, you're already the dumbest. Now you're the super dumbest, Gina. You have the eye in your own dumb head. You got 2 of them. Caroline, make it make sense to me. Was this like pre-drug injection, Caroline? Why did you do that? You know, that's like... I can't think of an analogy. That's how stupid that is. You have the eyes here. Maybe. Oh, maybe so. And she didn't want to pull her own out, so she pulled... Oh, because she's already only got one. Yeti, again, you coming in clutch. Yeah, maybe she needs 2. It can't just scan 1. So she had to get her own eye. Eyeception. She had to go get her own other eye that's missing from her own dumb head because it had already been taken out by her. Whoa. Like aliens, man, or whatever. Wow, that's... Okay, alright. 5-star game. I've said it before. I'll say it again. That didn't make sense. It makes sense now. She needed her own eye, but she only needed to take it out because her future self had already taken it out of her. You can't make this stuff up, but they made it up. I can't believe I did that to myself. Yeah, I can't either. With a scalpel. But I wonder if she felt that, like, in the present. She's like, while she's cutting her own eye out. Well, good on you. Okay. Well, so now we know what happened to my eye. And so she's just locked in a never-ending cycle of taking her own eye because she took her own eye. What a trip to think about. Like, I can't even... I'm processing that. So what's the fish hook for? Maybe she's got to, like, throw it across to the other scanner? Oh, hold on, let's see. Can I combine them? Wow, I hate my brother missed this, because he was really curious. He was invested in this story. And, oh, we got a fishing eye hook line. Okay. Maybe she's got to yank it back really fast to, like, trigger the trap. I don't know. Well, we're going to save that for the beginning of the next show on Monday night. Let's get... Are we going, like... okay. Okay. Alright, I'll accept it. Oh, there's a scalpel. We don't need it. No, that's an ink pen. Never mind. Alright, last thing I could have done in here, I believe. There was really nothing else to do. We're going to go to the sewing room. Or was there a save room? No. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go downstairs. I think there was a save room. Oh, take my tape. You know what? Leave the tape. Who cares about the stupid tape? Let's just go to the sewing room since it's right here. Wrong room. Save in the sewing room. Be prepared for the finale. I probably should show her for anyone who may not have seen her, but Martha's pretty raunchy. She's just a big old blob that hovers and floats after you and takes a big swing, takes a big hug at you. Tam, are you still watching 6 of Me? You're a madman person. A mad person. Oh, he started the fire. That wasn't here. He had to get warm before he sauntered off. That William. Okay. Alright. What a doozy of a game, huh? No, yeah, this is the way. This is the way. And then we'll just find... There she is. I don't want to get yapped by her, though. There she is. Go! Alright, enough of that. That's the chick. I didn't go to the sewing room. We're gonna save in the sewing room. Because I don't remember where the save room is downstairs. I know it's there somewhere, but I don't remember where. Went the wrong way. Oh, we went the wrong way. One day I'll get my life together. I can play a whole game, get to the end of it, and still not know how to navigate a game. Like the Lakeview Hotel, or the Clear Lake Side View Hotel. Yeah, here it is. Alright, cool. Sewing room, saving. Boy, what a game. Yeah, I hate my brother missed that. He'll be here for the next one. Fingers crossed. Cool. Alright, we'll save right there. And we'll definitely finish in the first hour or two of the next.
I found a little room in the sewers. I can't help but feel that this is the place I've seen in my darkest nightmare. The stench, the cold, the dirt, the wet. It all resembles the horrible nightmares I've been having lately. The mirror in this room takes me to my actual room, miles away from the hospital. I looked out the big window in my room and had to gather all my willpower not to shatter the mirror behind me, open the window, and jump out into the yard.
Well, Lord bless you, at least you've got willpower, because you don't have smarts.
Something inside
Caroline
me knows that this is where I should be. I have to help those girls. One of them is in the sewers.
You are one of them, but I get it. I get it. You don't know what's going on. It's fine, Caroline. Alright, cool. This game is saved. We did it. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I said, this show is built on carefree. You know, I'm just here to play games, and hopefully, you know, everyone can be here to see it and hang out and chat and enjoy the time, and just kind of create a little community. But there's no pressure to be here. The game will go on. If the game is that important, I'm always going to have the footage. I'm working on, I know I'm behind. I'm working on like Alien Part 4 right now, and cutting shorts for that. But the lives are always there on demand on my page, so you can see the unedited cuts there. If the game is that, you know, it's fun though. It's fun hanging out, and I love it. Glad y'all are here. Glad y'all came. Always glad to see everyone that shows up. The game is secondary, but it's a blast. So that was episode 23 of Brockalock's Pixelated Playtime. We played and we had a time, and that's what it's about. So I'll be back on Monday for episode 24. We're gonna wrap up Tormented Souls and get the conclusion of Caroline's journey through this facility and find out if her sister Anna is indeed down in the sewers. And that'll be that, and we'll start on Code Veronica. So thanks again for coming, Yeti, Siphons, Tam, everyone else, Shadow, if you're still there somewhere out in the void, enjoying your evening on this Saturday, and everybody else who popped in and out. Thanks for coming, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm definitely gonna play Tormented 2, Yeti. It is a must. I've enjoyed this one so much. It will absolutely happen. So many games. So little time, baby, but we're going to play them all. Thanks for coming, and I'll see y'all on the next